Hello. Hello once again, everyone. See, give me 1 second because I have YouTube Studio open and I have a feeling that something is not right. Give me 1 second to check how it looks on my channel because this is the only solution I have. Okay, I am live because open. Okay. Okay, it looks good. It looks good. Okay. In YouTube Studio, it feels like I don't know. It feels like it's cut in half, like the video. I'm not sure what the hell I'm looking at right now, but it seems that it's fine. So I guess it is. So we are at my office right now, and we shouldn't be at my office. We should be at the video game. Wait a second. God damn. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to open the game and make everything. How's everyone doing? Everybody good? I'm doing well. Well, I still have a little bit of the cold. I'm not sure why it's not gone yet. I still feel like I still have a running nose and, it's annoying, but what can you do? Anyway, today is probably the last, give me 1 second. Today, oops, 1 second. Goodbye, second Alexander. Where is the screen? Not this screen, fucking damn it. There we go, this screen. That's right. There we go. Now it's okay. Now we're good. Are we? No, we're not. Where's my model? There it is. Now we're good. Excellent. Excellent. So, as I said, this is this is the last part, probably. I want to finish it today because, man, I was not expecting this game to take 4 whole streams. I was expecting that this game was 2-3 hours long. Turns out I am about to close how long? 2 plus 2 plus 3. Along with today, a total of 9 hours. What the hell? Then again, I'm stalling a little bit, but I still was not expecting it to be so long. Anyway, I really wanna see these 2 days. I myself, I'm okay, what the fuck is going to happen in the end? Because the build up is actually very good. So where were we last time? This is it. This is right here. Okay, we have a shot at actually escaping this hell alive. So, mission success, that's right. Okay, and this is where we left off. It's not just I give me 1 second to explain myself. It's not just the fact that I want to see the end of this game because it has a good build-up. I also want to see the end of this game because I want to play other games. This entire time I have been thinking, man, I want to play another game except of Evasion Nova. I was not expecting it to be let me be honest. When you see other streamers, you don't really comprehend. You have any idea how many hours they have spent to play the game and comment on it before they actually get to the finale? Because for you, it might be okay, they played the game last week, and by next week, finale. Okay, that's it. But then again, you look back and you're how many streams did he do on this one game? And you see a list, you are on part 7, part 8, and each part it's 2 hours or so, at the very least. And now, now, what I'm trying to say is that now I am feeling it. Now I'm like, I wanna go play another game. No, I cannot play another game because I haven't finished the previous game. Moron. So, yeah. That's the case. Anyway. I feel a little bit better in terms of the cold I had. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second. It's a mic. Okay, it seems fine. Now it seems fine. Okay. I hope it is. Give me 1 second. Anyway, yes. I wanted to check if everything is okay. So, Ali, oh yeah, by the way, I'm sorry if I don't actually call out their names, because as I said before, I want to finish this game, because if I was like, Ali says, I can't believe that worked, and then you move on to someone else and you're like, this person said, this guy said, and I feel like that is even more stalling, even more like waste of time, and I don't want that. Anyway, so I suspect that, you know, whenever I read something out loud, you also read the names by yourself. If that's okay, that is. Because I'm not sure how to, you know, make a stream of a visual novel. Because this is like the first time I'm doing it. It's a little bit weird. The fact that, you know what, I have been on YouTube for years. And my thirst to, you know, make YouTube content has been there since 2015. But to this day, I was not capable of doing all that, because I either didn't had the time, I didn't have the equipment, or I didn't have the, you could say, self-esteem, or like the courage to actually say, okay, I am doing it, and I'm doing it for good. Many times I tried to start, and many times I stopped doing it. Because I saw that there was no response. Like, there was no feedback, basically. Like, people, it's impossible for people to find out about you, for the most part. Or at least, this is how it felt. Now it feels a little bit different. Now it feels like, okay, we're probably doing something, because I do have a couple of people who come in and out from time to time, and that is like very heartwarming for the most part. Like, again, you feel discouraged if nobody bothers, but if somebody bothers, then you don't feel as discouraged. Like, you feel like what you do, it's actually something that matters, or at the very least it matters for this one person who actually comes in and says hi, and maybe you can move up from there. So what I'm trying to say is, now I truly feel like the weight, like, it's not really that comfortable, the fact that you have to sit here for hours upon hours. Like, I'm telling you, like, and this is like the shit, right? Like the truth right here. I couldn't believe that from the moment the stream closes, my ass is going to be so sweaty. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't really do anything, but at the same time, you are focused. Like, you want it, or you want this to, like, be something that, you know, basically, you know, works out, and you want to give it your all. And even though it doesn't seem that it's that tiring, it turns out it kinda is a little bit tiring, especially after so many hours. Because, okay, you know what, no matter the task, you always feel a little bit tired after you have found yourself doing something for many hours, even playing a video game, for example, or or just watching a video for many hours. It's something that makes you a little bit tired. Most of the time, if you're doing something, doesn't matter how difficult it is, even if you're doing it to relax, you still feel tired by the end. The only time you're not actually tired, it's when you're absolutely not doing anything. Like, when you say relax, you actually mean relax. Like, you sit on the couch, or you on your bed, you lay down and you look at the ceiling. That is the only time where you're probably not really feeling tired, except if you're feeling sleepy, which is probably, also a valid reaction. Anyway, I have talked a lot, but I like talking. I'm thinking if things actually pick up and people are going to start becoming more of a regulars, maybe I will have a couple of people coming in and out from time to time. Maybe I will start doing an extra stream where it's just talking, because I like talking. It's as simple as that. Anyway, where were we? Yes. How did you train your pet bunny to do all that? It's all thanks to our special training last night. Special training in a single night. I may have made a few contracts with a few devils from the forest, but... What the fuck is she talking about? I'm sorry, what? I'm half kidding. Don't worry about it. She scares me. You feel like she's the innocent one. She's not innocent. I don't think I can trust her. I still don't feel like I can trust her. Which half? Are the keys ready to use? Not yet, which sucks. It's going to take a little longer for the makeshift plaster to set. Where did you get the plaster from where did you get... Excuse me. So, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second because my nose is running again and I can't read without being able to breathe properly. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, I feel better now. Where'd you get the plaster from, by the way? Believe me, knowing more about how we got it will not make you any happier as a person. I'm cool with not knowing. Anyway, the keys will probably be usable by tomorrow morning, but you will have to have your next date by then. We'll test them out as soon as it's night tomorrow. Good? Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Awesome. Let's go, team. How about you let the rest of the girls know... excuse me. How about you let the rest of the girls know, Alexander? Force disabled the audio recordings in the house at night, so we should be good to talk back up there. I'll let them know. I walked back to the staircase, back to the mansion. Where are they? I can hear some sounds from the kitchen. I'll make my way over. Violet. I'm sorry. God damn it. So, I still this haunts me. This still haunts me. Do I really have to choose at the end? I don't want to choose. Can't we just go polygamy and it's not it's not NTR if everybody is part of it, okay? It is not NTR if everybody is part of it. Remember that. Let me have a harem, please. The harem ending. That's what I want. This is the only good ending for me. Or everything, all or nothing, basically. Or I'm going to have all of them, or I'm going to stay single forever, a bachelor. Hey Violet, how are you? Goodness, apologies Alexander, I didn't see you there. You seemed pretty deep in thought. What's on your mind? Besides the hundreds of different versions of memories of the same week? I'm worried for the people back home. Yui has her brothers to worry about, though she tries not to burden anyone with that feeling. Everyone has family out there, and who knows what's happened to them in the last, however long we've been trapped here. Well, we are still technically young, so if we have been trapped, we have been trapped here for a couple of months, probably. Now, if you want to take it in a literal sense, give me one single second. Yes. 100 weeks, if it's true, the fact that you have 100 years of yourself, it's 1.9 years. Meaning that it's probably like, yes, 100 weeks is probably, wait a minute, 1.9. 1.9. Wait a fucking second. Crap. No, I'm wrong. Ah, yes. I think 1.9 years. What do you mean 1.9 years? Wait a minute, I don't get what 1.9 years mean. Hmm. 22 months. That's what 1.9 years is. So approximately like 2 yes. 2 years. We've been missing for 2 years. But hey, that's not bad. Right? Oh, excuse me. I lost YouTube Studio. I'm a jackass. God damn it, without YouTube Studio I cannot actually read anything. Crap. Wait. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to go to window mode. I'm sorry for that. Okay, now we're good. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna do this. And full screen window. Okay. Now we're good. I think. We're good? We are good. Sorry for that. Okay, so yes, we've been here for probably 2 years. That's not too long. It depends, really. If a war has broken out, 2 years, it's a lot of time, and many things may have changed, but hey, let's not hope. No, I mean, let's do hope. Let's do hope that, a war hasn't broken out. How about that? Everyone has family out there. How long we've been trapped here? Yes. I have never gotten along with my parents that well, but even so, they must have been worried sick. I'm sure they're doing fine, Violet. And they are going to be so happy to see you again. You're right, Alexander. Though, there's no way you could know that for sure, could you? I guess so, but we've got to believe, right? I suppose. You're right once again, Alexander. Hey, even if we don't have family yet, because, who knows, probably they died because of a war, we still have each other, so we still have a family, technically. It's not like, okay, you lost your old family, but you still have a new one. Like, that's good enough. Or at least it's not as bad, I believe. When we finally escape this dreadful place, I'm going to hold them so tight. It's kind of funny. What is it, Violet? What is Violet? I told you I had a twin sister, right? Yeah, you did. Her name was Viola? Viola? That would be her. She was always my parents' favorite. You know the type. She came first in just about everything, while I did not. Even so, we got along just fine. I was proud to call her my sister. Then there was the accident. She saw the car before I did. She moved to protect me before I could. And in the end, she was hit before I was. And she died for it. What the fuck? I was not expecting that. What? Now that is a part of the story that I was not expecting. This got dark. So you're trying to tell me that, like, right now everybody has regrets. Like, Yui has her brothers, you have a sister that died because of you. Or at least, let's not blame you. It was an accident. But, for the most part. For the most part, it was something that involved you. Unfortunately. It wasn't your choice, but that's how it is. So sorry, Violet. Before then, I had no problem being second place to her. But for her sake, for just that one time, I wish I had come in first. I'm oversharing, aren't I? Apologies. I've been... It's okay, Violet. Just say what you're feeling. You're kind, Alexander. It's something I adore you about, you know? After Viola died, I did my very best to live up to the standards she set for my parents. You can probably guess how well that went. Yeah, you can't be someone else, truth is told. I wasn't as good as running the business, or appearing prim and proper, or even things like finding a partner. It's a little embarrassing, really. That's the whole reason why I came here. My parents saw an ad for the show and thought it might help me. Or perhaps they just wanted to kick me out of the house to make more room for my new baby brother. I couldn't resist the chance for them to support me for once. At times I feel like I can't do anything right. Look at how this show has developed. This is a nightmare in every regard. Violet... Yes? I held her in my arms tightly. Whoa, we got some... Things get spicy again out of nowhere. You're an incredible woman, and believe me, there is nothing you can't do. I've seen you put the fear of God into the brother's pipe and make delicious meals that make some people would probably make delicious meals that some people would probably kill for. Even if this is a nightmare, it's one we are going to get out of together. And we wouldn't be able to do it without you. You are too kind. Thank you for the... I appreciate it. But enough about me. Have you remembered anything about why you came here? Unfortunately, I haven't. But I'm hoping that the Master Key will some words I have never heard in my entire life, and now it feels embarrassing the fact that I cannot even pronounce them. But I am hoping that the Master Key will help with that. Will help with that. Oh, screw it. I hope so, for your sake. In the event where it does not provide any answers, my precious offer about finding you help outside of here to get your memory back stands. My previous offer. Thanks, Violet. I really appreciate that. It is the least I could do. I still fancy you quite a bit, you know. Always the charmer, that son of a bitch. I know it's not the time or place, but maybe when we get out of here, perhaps you will join me for, say, a lovely cruise around what's left of the world. I'm looking forward to that day. As I am. We talked for a few moments longer before retiring for the night. For once I lay in bed, not worrying about being killed. For once I was excited for what tomorrow would bring. It's only up from there. From here. Alexander! Ali? What are you... Never mind that. You've got to come down to the lab. What is it? We found something, and I know you want to see it. She reached for my hand and pulled me as we ran. Oh crap. The other girls were already there, crowded around a table with a pile of folders on top of it. What's going on? I was just looking around the lab when I stumbled across these. They are files. I didn't read anyone's but my own, but I have to warn you, caution was the last thing on all of our minds. Most of us scrambled to find our own file, except for Yui, who was already holding hers, and Ali. Weird, there's no file for me here. I double-checked, but there was nothing for me. Guess I'm not getting any answers today. Yes, of course, that's convenient. Actually, that's actually kinda not just convenient, but for the most part, it's also kinda concerning. Who am I? Ali slowly walked to the pile, found her own, then opened it in one fluid motion. Interesting. What is it? Ali, Major, sent to the island for being suspected of committing treason against the government. Selected for the experimental show for fitting the sporty girl archetype. We need one of those. Archetype? What the fuck? No. Archetype. Yes, it does say archetype. Archetype. It's good to know this whole getup was a good idea. Did you know I actually fucking hate sports? What? Now she's my favorite. Hell yeah. I'd never seen Ali look so angry. Let's see. They got all the fake information I gave. That sounds about right. What is it? They have been talking extremely detailed. They have been taking extremely detailed notes on me for every single round of the show for the past 2 years. Oh, I guessed it, you son of a bitch! It was 2 years. So we have been here for 2 years. It is truly like 100 weeks we have done this. 1.9 years. Oh man, I feel like such a genius right now. And I literally didn't do anything. It was just a simple Google search. 100 weeks to years. What I have done, things I've said in private or with others, they've got notes down here to how and when I brush my teeth. How I react differently when they change the show or tell me different things, or we're nothing but lab rats to them. It's true, and it's my fault. What do you mean? If I hadn't invented this machine in the first place, none of this would have ever happened. You can't take the blame for that. Even if you haven't invented this machine, they would have found something even more horrendous to do to us, probably. And not only that, we would have probably been dead by now because we wouldn't have been any use for them. You know, the very moment they have done their experiment, they can erase us because we have already done the experiment. But if you can undo what you've done and redo the experiment as if we are new once again, we are more useful to them. Get it? Yeah, I thought so. You couldn't have known that. It's not your fault. It is not your fault, Scarlet. You really wanted to help people, and that was a great thing. Whoever used your invention for this is to blame, not you. If you say so, Alexander. My file says that they wiped my memories and put me on the show to make sure that no one else could build this technology. Yeah, this is like the Daedalus. If you know from the myth, the Minotaur, and how was the maze called in English? Anyway, the Minotaur's labyrinth, basically. If you remember the myth of Icarus and Daedalus was the man who built the labyrinth, and then the king. What was the king's name? Minoas? I think he was Minoas. Minoas, the king, trapped Daedalus so he could never build the same invention again, with like a better invention than the one he had. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. No one else could build this technology. I can't even begin to understand how that would even be a reason for causing all of this. I'm not sure you would even want to understand the people who ran this place. The room fell silent. I wanted to crack a joke to ease the tension, but it was impossible. Yeah, it's true. I am like that as well. I most of the time want to crack jokes to break the silence, but it takes a lot out of you to actually find something that is actually funny and try to break the ice. Thank goodness. Wait, what? I'm surprised to hear you say that, Yui. All things considered. Sorry, I know how that must have sounded. Sorry, guys. Mine's the same as Alice. They have tracked, measured, and commented on so many things about us, so many times. It feels so violating. But it's not all bad. Did I ever tell you why I came on the show, Alexander? No. Why is that? Ah, I forgot. I wasn't allowed to tell you. That was one of the conditions. Huh? To be completely transparent, the reason was money, and nothing but that. Wow. That was the secret. I knew why I wasn't trusting her. Okay, she probably needs the money, but still, she wasn't here for love. She wasn't giving a shit for the most part. So, yeah. Okay, it was hard enough to take care of myself without my parents, let alone 2 brothers and a whole farm. I remember now, it was Kat who reached out to me. She told me that if I came onto the show, my brothers and the farm would have been taken care of for life. I know this is all horrifying, but I'm just glad she held up her end of the deal. Even if I might die here and never see them again. Yeah, you're trying to tell me that Kat is not all that bad, but hey, she did fucking shot me, so no, I don't have remorse for her. She wanted me dead for the to start off from this, and here's the thing: I don't like people who are trying to kill me. I like when I kill people instead. That's too depressing to think, you, eh? We are going to get out of here and see your brothers again. Together. Thanks, Alexander. I'd like that. I'm curious, Yue. What kind of archetype did they list you as? A childhood friend, huh? Ah, the girl next door. Ah, close enough. The girl next door. True. Damn it. That sounds a lot better than gaming gremlin. Hey, she is a game. You are a gaming gremlin, no matter what. So... You couldn't have escaped that, really. Huey, Scarlet, Ali, and I laughed. At times like this, having a mood lifter like Terra around was critical. A mood lifter like Terra. I looked at Violet, who had been silent the whole time. Yep, I was worried about her. She was trembling. Violet, are you... Please, God, don't let this be true. Violet fell to her knees and sobbed with her hands against her face. I rushed to her side. The knight in shining armor. Excuse me. Are you okay, Violet? Violet threw her folder against the floor, causing the papers inside to scatter through the room. Nothing is okay, Alexander. It doesn't matter if I get off this island or not. I'm not like you. I have nothing to go back to. No one to stand by me. Don't tell me they sold you or some shit. There's nothing for me either way. Violet, wait! She ran to the stairs. Her sobs echoed through the staircase and through the lab. I moved to follow her, but you stopped me. I think she might need some time alone, Alexander. I didn't mean to look, but after her papers scattered around the room, maybe you should just read it. You handed me the papers that were in Violet's file. Violet Valentine is a special case. Otherwise, unremarkable, but she is the daughter of Edgar and Vane Valentine, one of our primary investors. It is my understanding that they have recently had a son and want for him to be the next heir after Viola died. Viola passed, excuse me, that was even horrible. Very straightforward. Edgar and Vane sent their remaining daughter, Violet, to us, full well knowing that the show would entail. Full well knowing what the show would entail. They have paid us an incredible sum to make sure that she does not return from the show. Even for me, this is too cruel. It was too hard to keep reading. I closed the folder and just stared open mouth at you. You looked at you and you're like... Fucking damn it. Yeah, I knew this would happen. The very moment she says something good about her parents, it proves that, you know, it was false hope. I was expecting something like that. Damn. So they basically like paid as much money as possible to literally have her killed, or basically like disappear forever. I looked at Yui with my mouth on the floor. There were no words. Damn. I knocked on Violet's door later that night, but it was no use. Please, just leave me alone, Alexander. I'm here if you want to talk. I'm sorry, Violet. I'm here. Look, I have found myself IRL on situations like this, and for the most part, it's not pleasant. I'm here for you. I'm here if you want to talk. Never works. Never works. I don't know why. Or at least the people I have, I have found myself, confronting in situations like that. It never works. So, I guess, straightforward, like, you have just to tell her that you care in some way. So, I'm sorry, Violet. Even if she opened the door, I would have no idea what I was supposed to say. My God, if she did open the door, I would have, let the emotions fly. This is like the best way. Like, if they actually let you in, you just have to confront the problem directly and let it all out. What could anyone say? I'm an expert when it comes to psychology. I was wrong. It's not only up from here. There's a long way down. God fucking damn it. False hope, indeed. Indeed. This is bad. Perhaps I need to choose Violet, because Violet is the only one who she needs a future and legitimately has feelings for me. Yui didn't have feelings for me. That is proven now. It's hardly a surprise, but I didn't sleep well last night. Who could have, after what happened? Bitch. And just like that, we're on to day 3. I gotta thank you, Alexander. You're making my job easy. I actually get to spend my nights doing productive things now. I'm happy to help you with that. However that works. You alright? You don't seem to have your usual energy. Careful, Alexander. One slip up with Kat and this is all over. I'm good. I'm a little bit, I probably have got a cold, I didn't sleep with the blanket last night. But thanks for the concern, Kat. I just couldn't get much sleep last night. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, it goes without saying that Yui is definitely a contender for the final ceremony, We'll see. Of course. It feels like whenever this choice comes up, like who do you prefer? I never chose. We'll see. I'm not sure just yet. Oh really? That's a surprise. It's not a surprise. I was never into Yui. Well, not my problem. Anyway, who's today's unlucky girl? You. I mean, what am I going out with? So, who should I be asking on a date tomorrow? Honestly, joking aside, I think you should ask Violet. Really? I don't think she's in any shape to put on a good show. I mean, we need all of us to be able to work together well to get out of here, right? I don't think Violet would be able to until she's feeling better. And what better way to do that than for a day to make you feel special? Terra does have a great point. Man, is that really that simple? Like you go out on a girl and that's just it? You make her feel special? Okay? Very, very simple things. I always make great points. Like seeing if I could arm wrestle one of the zombie Scarlet Maid. That went great. I remember that. Wait, I was the zombie. That was not a good idea at all. Can I take my vote back? What do you think, Alexander? I like the idea. We could kill two girls. We could kill two girls with one bird. I'm sure there's something that we could do to help us escape. That we could only do on a date with Violet. I've got it. Tomorrow you'll be going on a date with Violet. Here's what you gotta do. Violet. I've always wanted to spend more time with her, and there's no time like the present. We'll make it happen. I do have one small request though. What's that? And will it give me ratings? I think it will. Then let's hear it. I have noticed Violet being a little down lately, so I wanted to cheer her up. I heard that she really likes cooking, especially in groups. Would you mind if we cooked with the staff at noon? I don't see why not. Let's hope it goes better than the last time. Yes, let's hope. Oh, hi Alexander. Why'd you bring me here? I'm in a bit of predicament. You see, I may have made an irresponsible bet. I did not take you for a gambler. Well, I'm not, but the thing is, I heard the cooks bragging that they were the best chefs on their island. But hey, I have tried the food you've made before. I know nobody else could come close to how good you are. So I may have challenged them all to a competition in your name. You are ridiculous, Alexander. Violet laughed out loud. There's that smile I like so much. It was nice to see it again. Man, we have the hots for Violet. Like, out of all the girls, like, Violet is earning points fast. If it's not Violet, it's Ali. Definitely. Like, it's one of these two. Are you being serious? Dead serious. In a few hours, hundreds of staff are going to come here, some of them as challenging cooks, some of them as judges, the rest of them looking for lunch. All of them hungry. Think you're up for the challenge? I'm ready to crush the competition, the opposition. They will rue the day they challenged me. That's the Violet I like to see. Anyway, what is the theme of this contest? I can't tell you just yet. It will be announced when it's cooking time. I do like a challenge. Would you care to stay with me as I prepare for the festivities? Of course, Violet. Thank you, Alexander. I know why we're doing this, and I appreciate it. I'm not ready to talk about it just yet, but I feel already knowing you are looking. I feel happier already knowing you are looking out for me. I am always going to be here for you. I'm glad to hear that. I'm always going to be here for you, Violet. And I for you as well, Alexander. We spent the time before the contest just talking about pleasant things, completely unrelated to the show, completely unrelated to anything of consequence. Sometimes when bad things happen, what you need most is just a semblance of normalcy. Okay, of course it's going to be the Brothers 5. By the time noon rolled around, hundreds of staff members were filled up the kitchen. I don't want to face you, Violet, but I will if I have to. Oh? You're challenging me? Like a snail, challenging the mighty eagle? You have my respect. Yep. Is it too late to change sides? You're going down, Violet. We are the Brothers 5, the best chefs on the island. I don't remember what voices I gave them, so right now I just do whatever the fuck. What's that too? What I meant to say is, wow, you really are the best chef on the island. That's right. Damn it, bros, you can't let her intimidate you like this. If we do, she's already won. Say something, for we will meet on the culinary battlefield, Violet. You may have my brothers running for the hills, but not me and 5. Come at me. Let us brandish our forks against each other. 5, do you have anything to say? Wait, what's happening? I do hope you'll entertain me, brothers. Violet raises a pan towards them. Let us begin. It's time for the cook-off. To end all cook-offs. And each cook will cook their own version of my mystery dish, of a mystery dish. A dish that I will soon reveal for the first time ever. The judges will be everyone who is not a contestant. Whoa. You must be joking. There's hundreds of people here. How could we even feed everybody? That's not my problem. And I definitely didn't come up with rules for this tournament on the spot. Liar. Violet laughed once more. That was enough to keep this charade going. The mystery dish will be spaghetti with meatballs. My favorite. Actually, I like spaghetti bolognese, but okay. Like taking candy from a baby. Not this again. Oh god, I think I'm gonna faint. 1 collapsed on the ground. 1 down, 4 to go. Bro! I knew we would have been accountants. I knew we should have been accountants. Why are we fooling ourselves? You each have 1 hour. No late submissions will be accepted. Let the games begin. The contestants that were still conscious rushed off to gather ingredients. How are they going to make that much food? I'm sure they will figure something out. I've watched each of them cook furiously at breakneck speed. Violet was hard at work, sweating streaming down her face with the biggest smile I'd seen her have all day. I could have helped, but I couldn't. Excuse me. I couldn't have helped. I couldn't help but smile as well. Excuse me. I have a tongue twister. Excuse me. At the same time, Paul was trying to cook his spaghetti with only a microwave. What the fuck? He has self mic as a support. I'm not sure this will be too much of a contest. 1 minute left. Violet filled hundreds of laid out bowls with spaghetti and meatballs in a matter of moments. If you blinked, you'd miss her finish a whole row. Each looked both delicious and artistic. You would have thought a cook would have spent much longer than an hour putting each of them together. 5 settled on making about 4.5 bowls. I guess everyone has their own pace. Time's up. It's time to judge. The crowd cheered as they stampeded to the laid. Excuse me, what's up with these words? To the laid out bowls. They were practically salivating. After everybody wolfed down bowls from each of the contestants, they submitted their vote. The people have spoken, and with a resounding majority, our first ever winner of the best chef on the island in the middle of nowhere award is Violet, said Violet. What the fuck? The crowd cheered, myself included. I did it! Me! I did it! Violet jumped up and down with joy. I felt like a kid in a candy store just from one look at her. You won fair and square. You should be proud of yourself. Yeah, your food was the best I have ever had. Though if you consider our living standards, that doesn't mean too much. Hey, I just had an idea. What if we get Violet to cook for the staff at lunch instead of us? Seriously, it's been years since we had real food. What's that supposed to mean? Honestly, I think it's a great idea. I know I hide it well, but I really have no idea what I'm doing in the kitchen. No way, bro. Violet and I took one look at each other and couldn't help but laugh. I would love to, you guys. She will like fill the bowls with like, a sleep, an ingredient that will make them all fall to sleep, and that's how we will make our move, probably. The crowd's enthusiasm reached a level of uproarious applause. Violet, 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 Violet. Oh goodness, you're all too kind. I put my arm around her and smile. Guess you've got a new job now, Violet. I guess I do. Violet leaned in to kiss me on the lips. Man. Always the charmer. The lady killer as usual. For a moment, time stood still. The only thing we could hear was the crowd's cheer getting even louder. Whoa, we did this in the middle of the crowd? Hell yeah. That will boost ratings, if you ask me. The people still cheer for Violet. Oh, excuse me, I slapped the mic. We laughed together. I've had so much fun today, Alexander, thanks to you. Care to join me by the beach after we clean this place up? Sounds like a plan. I wouldn't miss it for anything. I wouldn't miss it for the world. The world would pale in comparison. Hey. She reached her hand out to mine, and I held hers tight in return. Hey, Violet. You really gave them a great show today, you know? I couldn't have done that without my ever-so-charming television host. We walked along the beach, our feet bare in the inviting water of the ocean. Really, I'm so grateful to you, Alexander. Last night, finding out what my parents did, that was the lowest point I've ever been to. I held her hand even tighter. Honestly, I didn't see a way out. Escaping the island or not, everything seemed like a dead end. Wait a minute, are you sure we're still allowed to, say that in the open? Isn't the place monitored? But today you helped me remember that even without them, I've still got me. And I like me quite a bit. You really are incredible, Violet. That was all you. With you? Violet mumbled something under her breath. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, let me try again. I know I'd be fine on my own, but I'd like me better if I was with you. When we get out of here, I do hope you join me for the cruise. She kissed me again. It felt like magic. Violet, She put her finger against my lips. Shh. I know it's not quite the time for this conversation yet. But please do remember what I've said. When this is all over, do you mind if we walk for just a little longer? I don't want this to end. I'll walk with you as long as you wanted to. We can walk till the sun comes up. We can talk about anything and everything. So how about we start with planning our cruise together? That would be lovely. We walk together till the end of the night. Till the end of night. It was nothing less than magical. Just after we came back, a huge storm hit outside. We just missed it. What? Hope you two enjoyed your day today. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's time we get this show on the road. Ali took out the master key from her pocket, spun it around the ring with her finger, then put it in the locked door. And we're in. She turned the lock, then pulled the door open. Whoa, this door's a little heavier than I thought it would be. Must be soundproof or something. Whatever, let's go. Oh man, not another staircase. They would have saved so much money if they just put it on the main floor. But it wouldn't be very secret then, would it? Secret? Schmeckert. It's behind the locked door. I guess you have a point. Though there was another staircase, it wasn't nearly as long as the one to the lab. We've been walking down the steps for only a few moments when we saw where they led. Oh wow, where are we? This has to be it. What's it? A while back, Katz told me that all the information on this island was stored in books. They didn't use anything digital or with the internet. I think I remember that too. Well, it's bullshit. They are an evil corporation, intent on world domination through fear and control. Of course they have the internet. And I think we've just found a way into their closets, skeletons and all. Sounds like a pretty big deal. That's an understatement. The information in here could change the tide of the war. It could give the resistance a real fighting chance, I think. But there is more than that too. What do you mean? My dad, mom, and my brother got taken by these guys a long time ago. I don't even know if they're still alive. I was too young to really understand what was happening. If there is anything that could help me find them again, or at least find out what happened to them, it's in this computer. That was the real reason I came here. The whole reason I risked everything. What if it doesn't have what I'm looking for? What if Ali... Huey ran to Ali's side and hugged her tightly. It's going to be okay. You believe in me, right? She took deep breaths. Man, this girl's finding out tragic stories. What if I have even more tragic backstory? I mean, I was here before all of them, technically, and I wanted to escape right off the bat, and Scarlet was about to help, so... Who the fuck am I? I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm okay now. Thanks, Yue. I didn't do anything. Are you ready? Let's do this. I looked at Violet as Ali prepared to turn the computer on. She looked as concerned as I did, but we couldn't let it show. The screen lit up with a single message. Password required. Fuck. Well, I did think it was going to be a little too smoothly. I'm not giving up just yet, though. She tried a few different passwords on the keyboard, but none of them worked. Damn it. I bet only Damien or Kat know this, and there's no way we could just ask them. Silence fell upon the room. What if we brainwash Kat? Nah, that would be impossible. She would have us, arrested immediately. It can't end like this. It just can't. I've got an idea. It's not going to involve wrestling zombies again, is it? Yeah, hey, I've had better ideas than that. What I mean to say is that I think I have a way to crack the code. I'm a programmer. I can make something that could try all the possibilities for the password. What the fuck? That's impossible. And I know this because I have studied computer science. IRL, fuck me. It's not as simple as, okay, let me make a program real quick where I can immediately, break every code ever. There are probably programs like that, but these programs don't just, happen in an instant, you need to develop them. This is what is programming all about. Screw it. It would take some time, especially if it locks me out after too many attempts, but eventually I'd get the password. Ah, so you need time, finally. Okay, so it makes kinda sense. Though there is no guarantee we'd get the answer before the show was over. Yeah, true. It's a lot better of a shot than I would have had. I thought we had. Ali ran over to Chair and hugged her tightly. Thank you. You're awesome, little you. This is nice. Feel free to compliment me more. In the meantime, the rest of us can try to figure out what the password would be as well. That reminds me, I need to tell you guys something important. What's that? I have our escape plan. What's up with this music? She took out the master key and held it out for us to see. There is a hidden hangar I found by the beach just a little further from where I first found the plane. Now that we have this key and we know that it works, we can use it to disable the hangar security, commandeer a plane, then fly the hell out of here. We practically jumped for joy. I can't believe it, we're almost out of here. It's been a long time coming. Well, soon, but not just yet. With this storm raging, there is no way we're getting anywhere tonight. Least of all off the ground. But if there is clear skies tomorrow night, that's where we'll be. What about the computer? Did you need to crack it before we go? Yeah, what about your family? Well, that'd be the ideal case. But honestly, I've gotten to know you guys and care about you guys, and I've decided that it's more important to save the people I care about that are right in front of me than chase a pipe dream. Whoa, no, I will not accept. If I were in your shoes and I was looking for my brothers and I just gave up looking for them, I'd regret it forever, and I know you would too. But I can't ask you guys to stay here any longer. We're in danger if we stay here. UE speaks for us too. To have family that you really care about and that cares about you too, you can't give up on that. We're not going anywhere till we crack the code, but even if it takes till the last day. You guys? No, I can't allow it. I won't take the chance with your lives. I'm not backing down on this. What do you think, Alexander? We can't take the risk. We need to take this chance. I want to find the true ending. And I feel like it's important for us to, We need to take this chance. I mean, what's the point if even remembering who I was if you don't know where your people are? This is like the equivalent of let's find who we are. Most of the time it's not pleasant, but it's something that you need. Because it will haunt you forever. If you know it, if you know, you accept it and move on, then it's good. But if you try to move on, the shadow will always be there, because you will not know and you want to look, but you can't. Like, you need the past. You need to acknowledge the past if you want to move forward. Unfortunately, that's how it is. This is like human nature. We need to take this chance. I think you need this. Guys, take a chill pill for a second. Huh? I'm a programming god. Best of the best. I'm going to have that code cracked by tomorrow, and that's a promise. So don't worry, okay? She's gonna burn out. Crap. I love you guys. Thank you so much, really. Why are you thanking all of us? I'm the one who has the code and shit. True. We laughed together, something that I thought might have been impossible after the initial bad news. We're in this together, and we're getting out together. No one gets left behind. I'm afraid things won't go well. I actually like this music. This music is nice. Let me... God damn it. Whenever I get to the point of, a story actually getting good, I can't help but feel a little bit nostalgic, the fact that it's about to end. And this has happened to many video games, actually. Like, I'm a maniac when it comes to this. When I play a game with a really good story, here's what I do, and this is gonna be ridiculous. I play the game all the way to the part where I feel nostalgic, and after that I'm like, you know what? I don't want it to end yet. So I delete the old file and I start all over again. But I will not do this time, because I really don't want to spend 2 more weeks playing this game. But you get the idea. There is a point of hope, basically. a hope for something better, and this is like a feeling that I want to last, because it's not guaranteed that I will get a good ending. I know for a fact this game that has multiple endings. I think I read it on the Steam page. That's why, on the Steam page. So yeah, what can you do? After we called it a night, I laid in bed deep in thought. Who'd have thought I could have ended today feeling inspired after everything that happened last night? We've got this. God damn it. You had to ruin the moment, Gremlin. Alexander, one more thing before we turn in for the night. What's up, Tara? I got caught up in the heat of the moment earlier and, oh, fuck me. Of course you lied. I got no idea. I do not like where this is going. How to do this, cause I remember that all I know about hacking are videos of people typing real fast and saying, Amen. And, fuck! I practically flew out of bed. Thank God it was just a nightmare. What that? Oh, it was a nightmare. Oh, fuck me. What does it take to get a good night's sleep on a killer dating show? Come on. It was a nightmare. You fucking with me. Come on. I legitimately thought she lied. Damn. What are you smiling about? Excuse me. I'm bored. No, I'm not bored. I'm kind of relaxed because of that previous music, actually. Okay. Things are going well. Yesterday's date with Violet, it just feels like things are going my way lately. Yesterday's date with Violet still has me feeling as giddy as a little kid. It's almost like there's perks to being on a killer dating show. Well done. Well, don't get too comfortable. We've still got a few days left, and then it's back to the regular. I'm looking forward to that. I bet. Better sooner than later. You cost too much to keep around. Anyway, the $1 million question: who's today's lucky girl? That'd be. So tomorrow it's going to be either Tara or Ali. So this, like, I've got a single date with all of them, basically. It's probably best if we go with Tara. But doesn't Tara need time to crack the code? Nah, I already finished making the code breaker. It's trying every password as we speak. No guarantee it will finish before we're both done on our dates, but it's worth a shot. Thank you, Tara. Don't worry about it. Besides, I think it's better if we save your date for last. Why is that? I don't know. You're some super spy from some super secret organization. It's definitely got bigger heist potential than I do. You definitely got bigger heist potential than I do. I don't know about that, but sounds good to me. So you're trying to tell me that this entire time she doesn't like sport, but she's like a super spy. That's why she was so, powerful, basically, on doing all this extreme shit. Yeah, that makes sense. I will use the time to prepare some contingency plans. Scarlet, Violet, Yui, I'm gonna need you guys for this. I'm happy to provide assistance. You bet. I'll help however I can. Oh, sweet. Alright. Alexander? What's up? I didn't just build a codebreaker. I have built a game that works with it too. What do you mean? How do you develop something so fast? She handed me her console. I just whipped it up real quick. It looks like a code-breaking game, but really it works directly with the computer we found. If you get the password right in this game, we'll have access to the computer. Make sense? Excuse me. Amazing. I can't believe you whipped up something so fast. It wasn't hard. It was just a big middle finger to my mom, who thought all my screen time was a waste of time. Yeah, I know how that feels. Anyway, I figured we can play this game here and there during our date, try whatever passwords come to mind. Obviously not for the whole date, because ratings and all, but as much as we can. Are you sure this will work? I don't want to doubt her. Sounds like a plan. Sounds good to me, Tara. I'm a genius, Alexander. She cackled maniacally. You are. I'd like to spend today with Tara. Is that so? Well, we'll make it happen. Try not to spend all of it in playing games, though. Believe it or not, that isn't what viewers want in prime time slot. That's a lie, especially if people know about you, but I get what you're saying. No promises, but I'll try my best. It ain't much, but I'll take that. Sorry, Kat, that's pretty much the plan. Hey, Alexander, you up to playing some games? Excuse me. Oh my god. Excuse me. I'm way too relaxed. I'm not tired. I have slept well. I am not tired, really. Ugh. I'm not bored either. I actually want to get to get the bottom of this. I'm relaxed. That's why I'm... I'm yawning all the time. Hey, Alexander, you up to play some games? I'd love to, but Kat wants us to do some other games. It is sweet. There's no stopping Tara when she puts her mind to something. She started playing together in the games room while making pleasant conversation. Normal enough to seem like a regular conversation, cryptic enough to disguise what we're trying to do. Even if Tara and I never went on crazy adventures like I did with Ali, it didn't make moments with her any less special. Well, true. If I forget that we're trying to hack into some confidential database, this really is like a fun day at home with your partner. How about Tara is the best? It's worth a shot? Nope, doesn't work. The nerve of them. Tara rules? That's a miss. Was the T capitalized? Maybe add 0123 at the end of it. Thank goodness we have the codebreaker running in the background. Time to switch gears. Let's give Kat some footage to work with to keep us alive. Good God, Alexander, why is the sun... Ah! Go on without me. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Some way or another, we always end up back inside the mansion, huh? And there's nothing wrong with that. I guess you're right. Up for a few more rounds of the game we just played? Sure. How about Damien Black Socks? Actually, I would like Damien Socks Dick. I love. Yeah, that would have been better. Nope, doesn't work. Cat Black Socks? Not that either. Cat Black Socks Dick? How about Alexander? Oh, come on, now you're just guessing. Like I wasn't before. Well, I'll try it. We're in. Fuck me, I knew it. I wanted to say that in the back of my mind. I'm like, what if it's my name? The two of us look at each other like deer in the headlights. The fuck? We cheered as if our favorite team just won at a sports event. Wait a minute. Why would the password be your name? Because it's my computer. That doesn't make any sense. It makes sense. I built that computer. I am the one who started the war. Imagine that. My guess is as good as yours. Maybe we'll find out tonight. I hope so. Well, I think I've had enough of games for today. I never thought I'd hear you say that, Tara. I'm full of surprises. We can spend the good news after. How about we try something new today? Something outside? Sounds like a plan to me. Why is always that my line? Like, sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Hey, sounds like a plan. Hey, do you know what? Sounds like a plan. Awesome, let's go. We ended up going back inside a minute later, but the rest of the day with Terra was still a lot of fun. Okay. Of course it was Alexander. And we're in. The password prompt closed with a satisfying ding ding. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff in here. Why would there be a folder called homework? Whoa, that is definitely a porn folder name. Terra was about to open it until Ali intervened. Do you mind if I take a look? I forget why we were here for a second, sure. Sure. Let's see. Ali started going through folders, databases, reports, anything that could be useful. At the same time, Terra started downloading all of the files to her console. Doesn't look like there's anything here about why my name was the password. Of course. All the rest of us could do was give Ali and Terra the space they needed. Something like it's only going to be up from seems like it's only going to be up from here, team. I don't know why sometimes I don't read it correctly. I was worried for Ali, especially if we couldn't get into the computer, but it looks like we got it after all. It's too soon to say anything, but I do hope you're right. Let's not jinx it. So what's the first thing you're going to do when we're out of here? I thought we weren't going to jinx it. I'm going to get straight back to helping people the way I know best. Nothing's changed in that regard. That is a lovely inspiration. Do me a favor and make sure your inventions don't get used on yourself again, okay? I mean, it's not like I was trying to. I admire how you can be so sure. As excited as I am to leave this place, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing after. That's totally okay, Violet. That's part of the fun of life. Just figuring it out as you go. I suppose so. Violet looked at me and smiled. Yeah. We found best girl. Let's go. That's pretty much my plan at this point too. Guess who's back, bitch? What Terra wants to say, it's we did it. I've got everything I need to help turn the tide of the war, and I know where my family is, and they're alive. I've never seen Ali so happy. She jumped towards me and hugged me. Oh, that's fantastic. That's such a relief. I'm so happy for you, Ali. Good job, Terra. You've cracked the code, not all at once now. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. We didn't have to wait this long to leave, but you guys did. Excuse me. Oh, I'm relaxed. Man, wake up. God damn it. We didn't have to wait this long to leave, but you guys did it for me and my family. I can't ever thank you enough. She pulled out the master key from her back pocket and swirled it around in her right hand. You guys ready to get out of here? Actually, I was thinking of staying here for the rest of my life. Not having internet is the best thing ever. You know what? You don't really know you don't need something until you realize you have to actually spend some time not having it. And when you can go back to it, what's up with this music? And when you can go back to it, you're like, man, turns out I was better without it. I couldn't agree more. Let's get out of here. After you, Ali. Okay. Can we make it out? We followed Ali out of the mansion through the forest and to the hangar. Whoa, I did not see this. Granted, I don't go outside. I don't blame you, it's pretty out of the way. Not that we have to worry about it now. Ali pulled out the master key and swirled it around her right hand. She walked to the door of the hangar and put the key into its lock. She tried to turn it, but it didn't work. Not again! 2 times in the fucking row? Crap. She tried a few more times, but the lock refused to budge. I don't understand. I've seen Kat use this key everywhere, including here. They must have changed the locks. Does this mean we're stuck here? I don't. It was rare that Ali tripped over her words. It's hard to see her so defeated. I don't know. An uncomfortable silence fell over us. Am I going to die here? Are all of us? Whoa. No! We're not out of this just yet. I refuse to give up again. Well, but we can't get into the hangar. There's no way to break in without triggering the alarms. For now, yes, but getting in later is a different story. If I remember correctly, whenever you went on a third date with Alexander, you would fly on in a plane together. Wait a minute, I didn't... That was like only once. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, I'm assuming the plane was you two. I'm assuming the plane was you too. It's just like you tried something crazy and drag in Alexander. I can't refute to that. That was definitely us. How we never died on those planes rides, I'll never know. That means the staff don't mind if you take the plane during the date, which means we should be able to ask for the key temporarily. We'd still be able to get the plane. It just has to be during tomorrow's date. There'll be way more staff around than usual, but we still have a chance. Exactly. The rest of us can be relatively close by. Perhaps at the beach to avoid suspicion. Then when you get the plane, we run over, you pick us up, and we are out of here. This could work. It's better than how my plan turned out anyway. I was worried for a second there, but it was for nothing. We've got this. We'd be in a tight spot without you. It is a team effort. Without each of us here, we would be stuck here with no chance of escape, I'm sure. Speak for yourself. I'm sure I could get out of here on my own. You would shut down the second you reach the beach, Tara. On second thought, maybe teamwork makes the dream work. We laughed together. The mood was infinitely better than it was just a few moments ago. We spent the rest of the night talking through the details of the plan, including what we'll do if the unexpected happened. One thing was for sure though, we weren't giving up on getting out of here. It all ends tomorrow. Okay, I wanna save one more time because I don't know how things will turn out from here on out. Okay. Then where do I save? Let's save here. Yes, this is 2 days ago from the date. Oh no, wait a minute. Yes, this is from 2 days ago. Excuse me. Okay. What do you know, Alexander? You're actually made it to the last one-on-one date. How are you feeling? Pretty good. And honestly pretty good. I'm excited to see how a day with Ali will be. Oh, you've got a real surprise. We've got a real surprise in store. She has all of us in the crew working extra hard to prepare a special date for you. And by all of us in the crew, I mean the Brothers 5. How about you go find her, spend some time together while we set things up for you? Sounds like a plan, Kat. Let's see. Oh, looks like she's by the beach. Guess that's where I'm headed. Excuse me. Don't do anything we can't air. Murder is okay, but God forbid someone takes their top off. What the fuck? Yeah, this is America. I waved to Kat as I went on my way. Just as Kat said, Ali was by the beach. He was looking out at the ocean. Morning, Ali. Alexander, it's always nice to see you. The difference between Ali's voice during the day and night was like a day and night. I guess we do have to worry about the cameras, but still it takes some getting used to. I know it's going to be tough to top your previous dates with all the other girls, but I think I have a good shot. I'm looking forward to it, Ali. You better be. We've been saving the best for last. She reached for my hand. Walk with me. I reached for her hand, her outstretched hand. It'd be my pleasure. The two of us walked around the beach for a while, getting to know each other. So what will you be doing when this show is over? First thing I'm gonna do is say hey to my family again, and make them a nice dinner. I'm sure that they have gone sick with worry in the week since I've been gone. I wonder what they are thinking now. It's been at least 2 years since then. Yeah, I got it right. Kat was right. Sometimes not remembering is a blessing. Ali doesn't have that luxury. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Come on. She pulled me along by the hand into the forest. I have to say, Ali really impressed me. Of course, it was her deliberate plan to come into the forest and get to the hangar, but she made it so spontaneous. You're going to love. Oh, it. I saw it the same moment she did. It was all we could do was stand and watch. No. She staggered and almost fell. And who could blame her? The hangar was engulfed in roaring flames. Fuck me. I'm starting to get really fucking pissed. This whole shit is irritating me. Oh, god damn it. Let me check 1 second. There we go. There we go. Now I feel comfortable. Fuck. Fuck this shit. Now what? The heat was incredible. There was no way either of us could take another step towards the hangar without being burned alive. The stench of burning oil assaulted me without mercy. We were at a loss for words. And in front of all those flames was her, walking away from the flames. Somehow I just know it was her. Oh, fuck you, you fucking stupid bitch! Sorry, Alexander, there's been a small change of plans. I'm sure you can tell, but we are hit a few snags with the hangar. Honestly, I could actually murder you with my own bare hands right now. Just snap your fucking neck. How about you two spend your day on the ground instead? Bitch. I want to scream. I want to kill her. I want to attack her with every bone in my body. Yep, I want to kill her with every bone in my body. Maybe break her. Every bone in your body. Just pummel her to the fucking ground. Oh, fuck me. I actually have the choice. I would actually attack her. I would actually fucking attack her. You know what? Fuck this shit. I will not stand up for this, you know? I know that being angry does not solve anything. Does not solve things. But let me tell you, it feels right. Like in this moment, it actually feels like I should do it. But what if she shot me again? You know what? That's why I'm going to save. I'm going to save right here. Probably I will die. I'm pretty sure this is a bad option. Do I want to go blind? And, you know, like say... Okay, here's the thing. I know that attacking her will not solve anything. Probably will make things worse. Probably this is the moment where I get a bad ending. Right here. So I know that attacking her will not be good. It will definitely not be. But I'm going to keep this. You know what? I'm gonna keep the save to make sure that I wanna see like what's the alternative if I was to attack her. But for now, I just roll with it, you know, because I don't wanna get a bad ending. I wanna get the good ending. Good ending first, bad ending afterwards. So yes. Shit. But what if I was to attack her? God damn it. God damn it. No, I don't know fucking know. I really want to attack her. But I know it will not end well. It's not like you can actually, especially in anime, you can just expect a man to attack a woman and like expect that things will end well, especially for the man that is. Even if he's in the right. This is more like a game of deception and, you know, trickery than a fist brawl, you know? I can't do anything. But I can't. I can't, or I'll be killed. And not just me, but everyone else. To hold myself back from giving away that what this plane meant to me took all the strength I had. I need to calm down. Cat might be able to read my face and see that. Sounds fine to me, Cat. I'm just glad you're safe. What happened? We're still looking into it. Well, either way, there's nothing we can do about that. How about we go somewhere else, Alexander? She reached for my hand and held it tight. How could she smile like this at me? Bitch. Of course, Ali. For the rest of the day, Ali and I put on the performance of a lifetime. Though our faces were all smiles and laughter, we knew now more than ever that we were trapped in Cat's macabre puppet show. By the way, macabre, if you don't know what it means death. I really wanna fucking... Yeah, damn it. This is total bullshit, you know? Total bullshit. Like... I can't even explain to you how much pissed off I am. Okay. Ed Cat loved to make us dance. She must have known we were trying to escape, but how? Well, we weren't really that, you know, really that hiding it. Like, we are literally like a total of 6 people under surveillance all the time. Did we make a mistake? Did 4 give us away? Should we have ever trusted him in the first place? Who could I trust now? Time is ticking and the end of the show looms closer and closer. It's time I'm supposed to meet with the group, but what would we even do? There is no way we can escape. Our last chance died with a hangar. Should I just make a break for it? No. I'll never make it and the others would suffer for my mistake. What do I do? You don't look so good, Alexander. What do you want? I've been better. God damn it. Shit. I honestly don't know what to choose here. I am overwhelmed by emotion right now. Fuck it, I'll be bold about it. What do you want? I'm not in a great mood right now. Can we talk later? You're not much for acting, are you, Alexander? Of course, I lost. Look, I already know about you and your plan to escape. Of course. My blood ran cold. You know, take the plane, fly away from here. It wasn't hard to figure it out. I tried to say something in my defense, but my voice wouldn't come out. It was all I could do to stand wide-eyed. I know you and the others found the lab, got your memories back, well, at least the others did. And I know that every night you all work together to try to find a way out. I mean, of course I'd know. I'm the reason why you got this far. What do you mean? What do you mean? Just follow me. You will save all of us time. We walked to the locked room near the games room. She took out her master key and spun it around. You never really thought a bunny could take a key from me, right? Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. Well, yeah, it seemed very convenient. She opened the door. The others were inside looking as surprised as I was. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right now, Cat. How about two? First, your inside man was never four. It was me. I mean, come on. We wouldn't be smart enough for he wouldn't be smart enough for something like this. Second, you only ever had the chance at escaping this island because of me. Newsflash, Ali. Those tanks never just bug out. You are the one who let me out of my tank. The one and only. Ali was at a loss for words and I was no different. What do you want, Cat? Honestly, the same thing as you guys. I want off this crazy train, I want out. I want you guys to include me in your little escape plan. Why now? You could have escaped once already. What? Do I have something on my face? As hard as it is to believe, the list of people who want to stay on this island is pretty short. Hell no, we can't trust you. I'm not sure how, but I remember. I tried to escape with you before. I trusted you. I even felt for you. Even 5 girls is enough? Unbelievable. Hey, a man's gotta do. And then you betrayed me and shot me. There's no way we could ever trust you. You're just going to stab us in the back. Is that true, Cat? I'm ashamed to say this, but I didn't have a choice. You know how it is with Damien. It doesn't matter if you share the same blood. He will take the people you love hostage and use them to force you to dance to his tune. I'm sorry I betrayed you, Alexander. I really am. But if I had to do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat, because there was someone I needed to save. Who? I know I must look like a villain to you, but believe me, I have people I care about too. If you're so compassionate, how come you burned up our only way out of here? You're lucky I did, Alexander. If you'd actually flown as planned, you'd all be at the bottom of the ocean right now. What do you mean? It's a cruel trick of Damien's. He knew there was a chance that people on the show would recover their memories and try to escape. So he made us build the hangar and the plane. It's the one place anyone trying to escape would go. Exactly. I've told you in the past, Ali, never fly the plane or take the boat out of sight of this island. If you did, you'd have blown up like fireworks. That Ali and I were in the plane, which was little more than a flying death trap, sent a chill down my spine. Look, that simple reality is you. The simple reality is you need me to escape. Without me, you won't ever make it past the barrier. What barrier? Exactly. And though I hate it, I need you guys to help me and my ass to escape. She reached her hand towards me for a handshake. Allies? Let's discuss first. Kat leaned against the wall while the rest of us debated what to do. Can we really trust her? This might just be another death trap. It's not like it'd be the first of her. It's not like it'd be the first by her you fall into, Alexander. You're right. That said, it's not like we have much to lose at this point. Even if she done terrible things to us in the past, we still need her to escape. You alright, Ali? I'm fine. I'm just angry at myself. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. We're still alive. That's what counts. She's right, you know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now either, but we are alive. Hey, Hamburger, how are you, man? I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Once again, you caught us in a thick plot twist right here. That counts for something. You're right, Alexander. And as much as I hated to say it, I think we need Kat's help, trustworthy or not, if we want to stay that way. We can trust, but we need to keep an eye on her. Shit. What do we do now? What do we do now? Hamburger, you're still there. What do we do, man? She betrayed us before. She has done it. But she has someone to save as well. Someone she also cares about. Is that even true? Who is the mystery character in all this? God damn it. I don't know if we can trust her. I think we need to keep an eye on her. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, you can't really just expect us to, she sabotaged us so many times. She has been like the face of evil other than Damien this entire time. Yeah, I say we have to keep an eye on her. And then, not only that, she basically used me, making me fall in love with her, and at the end, she shot me. She is sus. She is sus, but the thing is, we can't actually, we can't actually escape without her, so how much do we trust her? Yeah, we should keep an eye on her. But we'll keep an eye on her. I couldn't see it better myself. Alright, Kat, if you want our help, you're going to need to answer a few questions. Ask away. What the hell is this sick show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over? As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you. This is just one of hundreds of killing shows we air. Shows that keep people scared, that keep people from organizing against the government. You want to paralyze people with fear? You'd broadcast exactly what will happen to you if you rise up. You are monsters, you know that? I don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. So you're telling me this is they are basically in the, this is like a reality show that is constantly aired on the government's channel, basically. This is exactly what it is. And they're like, okay, here's the reality show where, those who rise up against the government are being punished. Damn. Some of us still have family to lose, Ali. Continue. Before we air each show, we test them internally on test audiences, to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate and what kind of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they tested well enough, we'd air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of it rated best. You can't bring people back from the dead. It was the same for the test audiences. You couldn't just make them watch multiple versions of a show, as they'd remember previous versions that would influence their opinions. There was no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the feeling that lives were really endangered. But my the memory writer would have changed that. It did. We were able to reuse everybody. Our volunteer actors, the test audiences. Since we could just make people forget what happened, we could film run after run of the show, where it was as if it were the first time to all of you. And that's exactly what we've been doing here for the last 2 years. Oh man, I knew it was 2 years. In the previous, a few minutes back, Hamburger, if you're still listening. Oh, excuse me. A couple of minutes back, I was questioning, okay, for how long we are here? And she was like, we have done this 100 times. And I was like, okay, 100 weeks in years. And I go to like 1.9, which basically 2 years. So I found out, basically. I found out immediately that it was 2 years. It was a lot to hear. I had a feeling, but to know that people looked at us like we were nothing but lab rats, while I genuinely was afraid for my life, is sickening. We were silent for a while. If you have been testing the show this long, when's the real thing? There is no real thing. It's only what version tests the best. That said, there is only so much time Bidemian is willing to spend on this show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show. If you don't escape before the end, you're all as good as dead. Excuse me? Yes, I do have tweets, but I don't really stream on Twitch. It's difficult to attract people on Twitch. My channel on YouTube is doing kinda better. That's why I prefer YouTube. I know Damien and I have said that we'd let you and your chosen partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but it's a lie, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry I have waited this long to try to help you guys. I have been too scared to risk it all, but I have nothing left to lose now. She extended her hand to me for a handshake. Yes. I used to stream, now that you say it, if you go to my Twitch channel, I do have some very old streams, like a year ago. You can see that it wasn't really much. So, I prefer, YouTube because I have been basically on YouTube since 2015, actually. I was always more comfortable on YouTube, I don't know. Allies, at least till we are out of here. I don't really have a choice this time either, huh? It is us, but we can't really have we don't really have much of a choice. Basically, she has discovered us, so we will immediately, we have already lost the battle without her. If you wanted to, you could report us right now. Yeah, you see? That's true, and my word would count for more than all of yours. But that wouldn't save the person I need to. Like it or not, we have to work together. Then it's a deal. Ali shook Kat's hand. Kat, are you sure you don't want to... I'm fine, Scarlet. It's not important anymore, and we don't have any time to waste. If you say so. Anyway. Yeah, she's very smug. She's very smug most of the time, but what can you say? She's literally the daughter of the maniac who hosts all this shit, so she's a little bit of a maniac herself. She didn't hesitate to shoot me, so you can see that she basically is a killer at this point. She wanted me dead, it's her father which she didn't want me dead. That's the thing. The only time we can escape is the last day of the show, between midnight and just before the sun comes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple, and that's the only way off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship. We use it to replenish between each run of the show. Are there no other planes on the island? A boat would be far slower. Unfortunately, it's not so easy. There is a protective shell around the island which performs two functions. First, it renders us invisible to satellite. It's the reason why your people couldn't find us, Ali. I'm not sure if she is also mind controlled. Like, that means she has also like forgotten things. Like, that's the only mind control there is on this game. Like, important things can be hidden from you if you basically been put into this machine and, you know, erase your memories, and then they can tell you whatever truth they want you to know. And that's the thing. Like, I'm not sure. I thought she probably was, you know, mind controlled as well, basically. But after the first betrayal, I believe she's not. She just wanted to find the perfect time. Or she had also, you know, she was conflicted herself, basically. Like, she wasn't sure if she was okay, if what she was doing, it was okay, or she genuinely, like, felt bad about it and she wanted to put an end to this. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside of the barrier, it will get fried unless it's emitting a compatible IFF signal. The only way off the island that will have the signal is the boat. I'm betting it'll be heavily guarded. Yeah, well, but not from people on it. The ship itself will be run by a skeleton crew. It's the staff on the island we will have to watch out for. That still leaves the question of how we will deal with them. Last time I checked, there is hundreds of them and not even... Excuse me, let me change the... Okay. There were hundreds of them and not even 10 of us. Actually, it might not be so hard after all. I've got a plan that just might work. Though I have to admit, it's a little crazy. I like the sound of that. If it involves zombies again, I'm out. Yui explained her plan to us with a renewed confidence that could inspire anyone to believe. Luckily, we still have tomorrow, so we have just the amount of time we need. This just might work, Yui. You're a mad genius. It's crazier than anything I'd imagined, and crazy enough to work. Let's get to work. Wait, were we even listening to the same plan again? The same plan? The others went their separate ways to help prepare for Violet's plan. But Kat stayed. Our business wasn't finished just yet. What's up? How am I supposed to trust you? I want to trust you, Kat. I really do. But you've burned me before. How could I ever trust you now? That's fair. The only thing I can say to try to make you trust me is that we both have people we care about, Alexander. I don't have people, I don't fucking remember who I am. And that if you don't escape, then the person I care about will go down with you. I'm not asking for you to put your neck out for me. You'll never have to. I'm asking for you to help somebody that you've never met and you never will. Somebody innocent. It's strange. This woman has put me through hell, treated me like a lab rat and more, and yet, somehow I think she's telling the truth. Well, it wouldn't make sense if she was lying right now. I mean, she already found out she could have, shut us down immediately, but she didn't. So she probably tells the truth on this regard. There is somebody she cares about. You know what? I really just want to punch Damien because it all starts from him. Okay, he's the father of Kat, so you can see the apple falls from the apple tree. So he's the primary force of, evil. I really hope I can kick his ass, or at the very least shot him. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you do trust me. You will see tomorrow that I'm going to along with Violet's plan either way. I'll trust you, Kat. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. It's a good thing I didn't attack her. Don't be. I literally shot you. I think that earns you the right to be angry and more, no? I've gotten to know you over these past years. Not for more than a couple of weeks straight, but I got to know you. And I think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face. And a bitch overall. But hey, can we skip the part where you compliment me? You're also incredibly crass. You keep secrets from everybody. And you finished? But I don't think you are a bad person. Well, if she has doubts, then basically she's more or less like anti-hero, basically. Like, she does what is necessary. Get shot in the end again. Yeah, plot twist. Fuck you, Alexander. Bam! I actually never cared. I just wanted to get the fuck out, and I wanted to kill you right before I do that. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me to make me feel like I wasn't alone, and you made sure I never lost hope. I know that was never part of the job. You didn't have to do that. Yet you did, over and over. It must have been so tiring to do that over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. Well, it is true. We did find her like jugging down an entire bottle of wine out of regret, so she's not that bad. Like, if you had to put her into a tier list, she's like Arthur Morgan kind of character. Like, she does bad things because it's necessary. She doesn't do bad things because she's pure evil. Because for the loads, basically. I hope that is. I don't know why you're doing all this, but I believe that you do care about helping people. I'm flattered, Alexander. But you've got me wrong. Give me some... What? If you get shot again, Alexander needs an events arc and plot armor. True. He does need that. But you've got me wrong. What do you mean? Everything I've ever done for you, the others, it's been for my own selfish reasons. Okay, screw that. She is a villain. So she put herself here on her own free choice, basically. What if Alexander does have plot armor? It just happens to line up nicely. Though I appreciate the compliment. Unlike before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. We went our separate ways shortly after. I spent the rest of the night helping the others with preparing for the plan. Villain detected, yes. She is a villain after all. I was exhausted when I went back to my room, but I still couldn't fall asleep for several hours. It's as if something's on the tip of my tongue, but I just barely can't grasp it. Man, she's like that one person, like, you save the day and then, I wouldn't say saved, more like under new management. Bam! Shot. Yet somehow I know I'm closer than ever before. I want to confess. Confess everything, right here. I mean, it's one thing to be bad because you're arrogant, and then it's another for being selfish. So, yeah, she is in a way, well, not an anti-hero, not a direct villain, because she does genuinely care about someone. So, you can call her an anti-villain. Like, she does what she does because she's evil, but she's not pure of evil. Like, if she, like, it's like this kind of example. She will steal candy from a baby, but she will not kill the baby just out of spite, you know? That is the kind of logic of an anti-villain, basically. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead, a thank you for all your hard work party. As soon as she told her staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and helped to prepare for it. While the staff prepared the party ground during the day, each of us were hard at work, making sure that other parts of it went well. Violet cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it. In truth, it did. Yui was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take long for her to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the games just so they could get her to notice them, and she knew it. Yeah, seems all of them. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by Yui. Her plan is really coming together. Terra and Scarlet joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Terra used Kat's producer room to find any stranglers who hadn't joined the festivities. As Terra found them one by one, Scarlet turned on the charm and made sure that they came with her to the party. Well, it's expected from Scarlet. Then, when it was time for Scarlet to switch to her other mission, Ali took over, though I'm told she employed more force than charm. Meanwhile, I ran around like a kitchen. Pooh. I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to make sure every part of our plan was going smoothly. And for once I did. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everybody's there? You bet. You should have seen the ones that tried to run. I made sure everyone who came stayed too. Perfect. Everybody's eaten? As they should have. It is fine. It is fine food. Looks like it's all going according to plan. I'm just going to head ahead and get to the fun part. Scarlet pulled out a remote from her pocket and pressed a button on it. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting into the night sky above the party grounds. The cheers of the staff were like thunder. And with that, the plan is going as smoothly as... Excuse me. Oh. Crap. Yeah, after so much reading, what do you expect? And with that, the plan is going as smoothly as it can be. Great job, team. We owe you one, Yui. Right back at you, Ali. We cheered as firework after firework lit up the night sky. Whoa, are fireworks supposed to be this bright? Come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding. I have to say I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them from so close. Let's worry about that later. The fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape that there was nothing left to do except wait. It's going to be a long night. I know what we said before, but it'd be such a shame to spend tonight just worrying over what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead we just dance the night away? You know what? That sounds great. That sounds lovely, let's do it. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Yuck. Don't be like that, Terra. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise, and exercise... Ali picked up Terra over her shoulder. And away we go! Come on. Scarlet grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where people were dancing. The others followed close behind. Yeah, truth to be told, I'm not much of a dancer myself. I like watch other people dance, but I don't know why. I feel best dancing, actually. Mostly because I don't really find myself as a hotshot who could actually pull cool moves, but oh well. They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I have ever. It was the most fun night I have ever been out of the nights that I can remember. We lived like there was no tomorrow, and now we will find out. We will find if there is a tomorrow for us. Oh boy. Plot twist after plot twist, and now we are finally. Let's hope we are finally at the final straight line. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. First, we need to make sure the boat really is coming. It's later than usual. You think they're on to us? No, it'll just be a little longer. It's cold. There's no point worrying at this point. If they are onto us now, we are already dead. All we can do is wait. We waited for an hour more, then another. Then another. Crap, we've been waiting for like 3-4 hours. What the fuck? We were losing hope. I guess we are. It's here! Kat pointed towards the ocean. We all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge despite how far it was. It must be massive from up close. Alright, it's only going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we are there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we are not there, they will sound the alarm and our chance of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. Okay. We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. I turned off the light, then jumped onto the bed and pretended to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of somebody opening the door. It must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps, a door would open, more footsteps, a short pause, footsteps again, a door would close. Repeat. Over and over and closer until it got to my room. I tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I can tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in. They are walking closer to me. Breathe out. I can tell 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering somewhere under their breath. You have to pity her. Come on, she could do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. It feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They're moving closer to me, step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have not to move when every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it. They're on to me. I can't help but ball up the first on my hand. Never mind. We're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me, then outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. I breathed out like never before. On to the next part of the plan. We regrouped downstairs. We missed someone. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Like taking candy from a baby, but not killing the baby because we are anti-villains. Wait, where's Tara? I'll go check on her. As if on cue, Tara came running down the stairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep this time. Of course. I didn't buy it, and the rest of us didn't either. Alright, back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There is a little to no chance we can all make it to there without being seen, but it's a chance we'll have to take. Actually, we have just the thing for that. Courtesy of Scarlet and I. What that? Well, we went through all the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It would be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, no? You didn't. And she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. Oh shit. Brains. Bananas. Brains and bananas. Accounting should have... Hundreds of zombies littered the field. Of course it did. You know, I can't believe we ever let you make shit, Scarlet. You better be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, couldn't we just have put sleeping agent? This was my idea, or something like that in it. Where's the fun in that? Well, we still have to go past them to get the boat, right? Don't worry about it, I've got a fair share of experience in taking down zombies. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry about it, let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got into the forest, it was smooth sailing. There were just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlet enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about that when we got off the island for now. I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Whoa, it's huge. That's what she said. Let's not waste any time. We rushed on the ship and ran straight for the captain's deck. You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with, and I need to fix it. If I know my father, he will do it just the way it was last time. You know what, Alexander? Come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. It was pitch black inside. Kat had to shine a light to see anything. Strange. Where are they? Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Chalk it up to my dad outsourcing everything to the grants. This is child's play to me now. Kat got to work fixing the engine. Watch my back. We still don't know if we're in the clear, and this is gonna take a minute. Got it. I turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything though, since when you were a mechanic. Honestly, since my first failed escape, I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape this island. I'm sorry, I didn't trust you before. I thought she helped other people escape before, sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry I didn't trust you before, Kat. I get it now. Why you did what you had. I get it now why you did what you had to do. Keep talking like that and you will raise a death flag for the both of us. Jeez. We can talk more later, if you'd like. In the meantime, this boat is fixed. Nice. Let's tell the others and get the hell out of here. We ran back to the others and told them the good news. At the same time, Kat raved up the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move. Gosh, I can't believe it. We're really doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It is hard to believe, but it is true. We did it. Now, you don't have to thank me all at once. We really did it. Thank you, Kat. You really saved us. You did. We wouldn't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. There is no need to thank me. I actually should apologize that I didn't do any of this sooner. The intercom rang out. Oh no. Oh come. Crap. Kat turned white as a sheet when we heard a voice that was all too familiar. No. Damn it. Damien. Ding ding ding. I guess you learned at least something in school, Kat. Not enough, clearly, but hey, it's something. That's got to win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew of what I was planning. Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud of the show you'd have given us these last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry, did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming Alexander and those other bitches, my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know? After all, if I'd do this to my own daughter, imagine what I'd do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster. Flattery will get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the hell you want. We are getting out of here. We fixed the boat and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake even though we were on the boat, and I could tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean, all around the island. It climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat, higher and higher till the only daylight we could see was just from a circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a game, little rats? Damien spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. We gestured to some kind of machine behind him, in what it looked like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this, and you're free to go. It'd be easy for you to walk on it and flip it. You've gotten rid of all of our security. But this switch is only going to work if you have two people's handprints with producer level clearance. Sure, you've got Cat, but you'll never be able to get mine. Well, I guess we're cutting this guy's hand off. She pulled out the same gun I've been shot with before. Though don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. Our hands are tied. We have no choice but to go back. Wait a minute. He pulled out the same gun I've been shot with before. It was Damien, the one who had the gun. Okay, fuck that. Oh, crap, what do I do now? There must be some way. Hello? He's got a gun! He'll take us all down before we have even have a chance to grab him. We've got no choice though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. I guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this around. We got an ass to kick. True. No, that's actually what Damien wants you to do. The turning around part or the ass kicking. I'll leave that to your imagination. Damien has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to revolt, fail, and get killed. I guarantee you, if we do just that, he has a plan for it. We'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making it out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait until we're out of here. Alexander and I will go to flip the switch. Besides, we're the only two people here who can do anything about it. Eh? Yes, I am a producer, wasn't I? What do you mean by that? I thought that only you and Damien... I will explain on the way, there's no time. Alexander, are you ready to run? That's why the computer had also my name as a password. I won't allow it. There is no way we are letting Alexander go back there without us. Violet is concerned. You said it, sister. And Ali is concerned, of course. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlet, please, you know exactly what Damien is capable of. I don't like this cat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Cat's right. Violet and Ali. The two best girls. Violet is a little bit more on my taste, but Ali is also the good kind. Cat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand. Okay, before I knew what I was doing, we ran off the boat together and back to the Bastion as far as we could. I was running on pure instinct, like my body had done this before, countless times. I looked back to the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I couldn't tell from the faces that I could tell from their faces that they wanted to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. I'm going to make Damien pay for making them suffer like this. So we are going to kick Damien's ass. Let's fucking go. Man, how good am I, into hand-to-hand combat? Maybe I can, disarm him and then use that same gun on him. One to me and one to him. We went back to running. I followed Cat's lead. It's earlier than I'd planned, but there is no time like the present for exposition about your past. Thank you, finally. It would be good to know why I'm running with you. Would I happen to be resistant to bullets? We'll find out if you are together. Though if you look at your history, I'd say no. Hey, I survived the time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touché. Before you came into the show, you were a producer just like me. Nah, I knew it. I called it in the first video. I knew I was one of the producers. Of course I was. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though. That was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I'd ever known. It sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it with. But then I met you. I've got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but meeting you changed me. She smiled like I'd never seen before. You made me see that there was a world out there that was beautiful. You made me hope that I could be a part of that world one day. And you helped me realize that we needed to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years we worked together as many people as we for years we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows, which shipped them away to safety, fake their deaths, everything. Wow, I knew it. And we did just that for a time. Then Damien started to suspect something was up. Each day he got closer and closer to figuring it out, until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damien caught us. You mean you betrayed me? I can't remember much, but I remember you and we were together. And then you sold me out, right when we were trying to escape? Why? It's like I said before, I didn't have a choice and I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you would. But we need each other's help to get off this island now. Since both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. We don't even have to take Damien down though. I doubt he'll let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. A part of me wants to trust Kat, the same part that unconsciously remembers that I did for years and years. But how can I forget that betrayal, even if she had her reasons? Sure. I'll keep an eye on her. When we got back to the mansion, Kat made a beeline for the lab. I ran with her as fast as I could. Our footsteps on the winding metal staircase echoed like a thundering drum. You're about to see the real reason why the show is on the island. Kat took out her master key and slid it into the hidden socket in the wall behind one of the tanks. Click. Don't say I didn't warn you. The same wall split into two doors, slowly revealing another hidden staircase. You think you guys could get an elevator instead? I said the same thing. As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me that I shouldn't go down there. Come on, we don't have time to waste. I've got nothing to lose. With each step down, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Then, light. Blinding light and... applause? What the fuck is this? Welcome, welcome, you've made it. Damien's face was plastered over countless screens in a stadium that could fill tens of thousands of people. Countless cameras littered the seats, all focused on center stage. A battleground sprawling with maze-like walls of all shapes and sizes, and littered with guns. What the fuck? Okay, what can I say? Damn. Thanks to the walls, we couldn't see Damien directly, but we knew he was here from the screens. We wouldn't have a show with you, idiot. So I'm glad you actually came back. Oh man, you couldn't even bring back the others. You're no fun. You just really gotta make me work, huh? Anyway, congrats of making it this far, etc, etc. I gotta say, I'm proud of you for making it here, daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you remember your old hunt just from a few seconds of a video. No thanks to you, you dirtbag. Is that any way to thank someone who gives you room and board? You gave Alexander a way nicer room than I ever got. Blame your mom for that one, kid. we had the MILF's approval at least. Anyway, how about you be a DN, explain the game we've got going on here. The switch we're looking for is somewhere here. The problem is, so is Damien, and he's got a gun and more ammunition that he needs to kill both of us. What about the weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we can use to level the playing field? It's all we can do, but the odds aren't in our favor. Most of the weapons laying around are useless. They were meant to make people lose hope that they could fight back. Most is better than all of them, at least. Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if they knew all of them were fake. That's Damien's MO. He will give the people trapped on his shows just enough hope for escape, and he'll use that to trap you. Real guns amongst the fakes, boats and planes when you're trapped on the island. You're trapped on an island. If we're going to make it through this, you can't fall for his game, understand? Loud and clear. Then let's go, there's no time to waste. We ran from wall to wall, taking cover between each time. Whenever we had the chance, we'd pick up what looked like a gun and see if it was real. We only had seconds to check for each one. Damien was hot on our trail. A gunshot rang out, blowing a hole through the wall Cat and I were hiding behind. What's the matter? You're like two rats in a lab. He fired again. Shrapnel from the wall scrapped my arm. Fuck! It was like my arm had been lit on fire. Alexander, you okay? I'll leave, don't worry. We need to find a weapon. And we need to find the switch. We ran behind another wall, narrowly dodging another shot from Damien. It dawned on me that he wasn't even trying to hit us, he was trying to make us scared. And it was working, but why? He's reloading, come on. We dashed out from behind the wall and ran past Damien, looking desperately for the switch and for any weapons we could find. I managed to pick up 2 pistols, Kat did the same. Damn, looks like they are fake too. How's yours looking? I took a look at the first one. Upon further inspection, it was clear it was no more than a plastic toy. But the second one... Kat realized it the same second I did. It was real with a single bullet loaded. Alright, that's good, let's... Another 2 shots rang out, blowing a hole in the wall just next to where my head was a second ago. Fuck! How come he gets that fucking hand cannon? The budget's got to go somewhere, I guess. Anyway, we've got the gun. That's probably the only real one in the stadium. We need to find the switch now. Even with a gun, we're no match for him. Sounds good to me. We ran further through the stadium opposite the entrance until we were square in the middle of the stadium. And there it was. The switch! You'd think they'd have hit it better. Damien's laughter echoed through the arena as he reappeared on the screens above the arena. Congrats! You found the switch. It's a damn shame I forgot to mention something about the switch here. It won't do jack shit, even if you both have access, as long as I've got a heartbeat. And I plan on sticking around. But I'm not heartless. In fact, I think I'm pretty decent guy for what I'm about to do. Kat looked like she had just seen a ghost. Kat, Alexander, I've got an offer you can't refuse, but only one of you can claim it. If either of you kills the other one, I'll let the one left standing go. We'll forget this ever happened and call it a wrap on find love or die trying. I'll even let the survivor leave the island. I can even guarantee I'm telling the truth because this is airing live to the world right now. People bow down and get in line because I tell them the truth. Because they know I keep my word. They wouldn't believe me for a second if I ever went back on it, back on it, you know? Not a bad deal, huh? Especially considering that if no one takes that offer, I'll just kill both of you. I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, then I'm coming for you. The screen shut off. Kat and I looked at each other, a mix of horror and fear on her face, and there was no doubt that mine mirrored hers. Alexander? I can't imagine what's racing through your mind, your head right now. You probably think I'm going to betray you again, right? I was at a loss for words. You don't have to say anything. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. And honestly, if you just shot me right now, it'd be okay. I'd be okay with it. Because then, you'd be free to go. I know Damien will keep his word. But if there's even the slightest chance that you want me to be able to escape from here too, then I need to ask you something that I know sounds insane. What's that? I need you to give me the gun. The only real one we've got. Look, I'm not stupid enough to know how that sounds. The simple reality is, I've known you for so long, and one thing I know about you is that you're a terrible shot. Thank you, you bitch. Even now, I'm not that terrible of a shot, canonically speaking, but let's say in this universe that I am a terrible shot. Me? I'm as good as you can get on this island. I think I'm our best bet to taking him down. But I understand completely if you're not willing to trust me. If you think I'm lying, I get it. And if you don't trust me... She closed her eyes and pressed her finger against her forehead. Then please, just make it quick. The gun in my hands had never felt so heavy. On one hand, I guarantee that I can make it out of here alive. On the other, trusting Kat. Can I trust Kat? After all that she's done to me, can I really believe her words when the memories that can prove or deny them are lost to me? I've got no time. I have to choose. Son of a bitch. This shit stuff. God. I don't wanna kill her. I was pissed at her before, but... Then again, what if she tries, like... Find love or die trying? I give her the gun and then she shoots me, and then, you know, she's the one who gets to live. I was saying before with the hamburger that, hey, she's an anti-villain. But if it's true, I was a producer as well, and if I truly changed her even a bit, that means... Is she really going to kill her father? Did she really mean half of what of all that? I trust Kat. Okay, I really want to see Damien die, and if I kill Kat, Damien will remain alive. Damien will manage to, you know, survive, and that's what pisses me off. You know what? If I was to kill Kat, I'd rather kill myself as well. Because it's not Kat the one I want to see dead, it's Damien. Damien is truly the antagonist. He is truly the villain. Kat is conflicted. I can't really say if she's actually a good guy or a bad guy. For the most part, I want to believe that, you know, I want to bet on trying to destroy the bigger evil instead of trying to destroy the lesser evil, and then only have me as the survivor. And the bigger evil still exists. Like, Damien won't stop doing this shit. He will make another show afterwards. And that's what pisses me off the most. I want to take a chance of seeing Damien die. So I trust Kat. I trust you, Kat. I held out the gun to her. You do? After everything I've done? After everything you've done, yes. I still trust you. I know you've been forced to do some awful things to people that didn't deserve it. But I know there's good in you, and I believe in that good. Take it. Thank you, Alexander. She took the gun from my hands. I won't let you down. Well, if you do, it's not like I'd be around for long enough to regret it. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's do this. We decided to seek Damien out and try to get a drop on him, rather than waiting for him at the suites. My heart was practically beating out of my chest. I couldn't tell if Kat was as nervous as I was. If she was, she hid it with the same poker face she always had. We dashed to another wall for cover, looked around and repeated, "How much time has passed? It feels like we have been looking for him for hours with the pressure, although I know it can't be more than a few minutes." As the minutes passed by, I could tell Kat was growing more and more impatient. She changed her gun wherever she looked, her trigger finger ready to shoot our only bullet at any time. Left, right, I glanced around, then looked to her and back again. Her hands were shaking. Look left, look right. We've only got one shot to make or break it. Look back to Kat. She's checking a corner ahead for us. She looks to her left, she looks right. It takes everything I have to stay focused. Don't think about dying, not even the possibility. She turns to look back at me. Oh no. Damien is walking closer and closer from behind her, with his gun resting on his shoulder. He can't be more than 10 meters away. He slowly lifts the gun from its resting position. Before I know it, I'm running towards her with everything I have. Something is making me run. Something I've forgotten. Something I'm just starting to remember. It's the two of us at the beach. I can see it now. How many hours has it been? We made it to the ship, but it wasn't enough. The alarms were deafening. Security was going to be here any minute. And our only saving grace, our ship wouldn't start. That's it then. I've never heard Kat ever sound so desperate. Well, at least we tried, right? Who else can say that? She lowered her head and leaned on me. No, we're not giving up just yet. There's nothing we can do, Alexander. The engine's broken and the guards will be here any minute. We've got at least some weapons. It's not over yet. I grabbed the precious few firearms we had and split them between us. There's two of us and hundreds of them. There's no point. Not to mention, you're a terrible shot. You're right. Taking them head on would be suicide. But that's not what you'll be doing. Me, I'm just some nobody, but you know, you're the big man's daughter after all. Your word means a lot to them. She was horrified. Oh no, I know what we did. We asked her to I know now. And would be too if I were in her shoes right now. No, and I won't let you do this, Alexander. We don't have a choice. Look around. Look, I'm not happy either, but us both dying here would be worthless. But if you leave, you get a second chance to make it out of here. A second chance to see the other side. I know, but what's the point if it's not with you? You'll have to find that out yourself. They are almost here. Come on, we're running out of time. Her hands were shaking. It looked like she was going to drop her gun any second. I hate you for this, you know? I know. I'm sorry. That's how it was. She wasn't smiling, she was crying. Damn. She was not a villain. Oh no, I feel bad again. I feel bad for calling her a bitch. She was honest to us all the time. We just took the fall because we wanted to save her. Fuck me, always the hero, Alexander. Oh, God damn it. This hurts. I now actually like Cat. Now, if you were to tell me that if I want to still choose Violet, Ali, no, I wouldn't choose Cat. We did change her, and man, she went through hell. Like, it was true. Like as I said in my previous stream, she was forced to make me lose my memories, to see me suffer like this. On top of that, date different girls other than her, because obviously she was in love with us. That face actually hurt me. Oh my god, I can't actually look at that shit. She slowly raised her arms and trained the gun's sights right directly at me. And now we wait. Can you do me a favor? What's that? Don't shoot the face, please. I'm rather proud of it. Yeah, I mean, look at me. Come on. I mean, look at here. Look at that sexy face of mine. Come on. You can't shoot that beautiful face, dearie, no matter what you do. You just can't. I mean, you get it, right? Always the hero. Always the hero. One way or another, I was always the hero. Or at least I tried to be. Not with great success most of the time, but... is my model too big now? It is a little bit too big, isn't it? Okay, I think it's nice. It's okay right here. God. This actually hurts. I feel bad for Cat now. I actually feel bad. I feel bad for every time I call her a bitch. She had the smug on her face. She was really good at being a poker face, really. But turns out she truly had feelings. So who was the person she cared about? That's the thing that I don't get. I don't know what I'll do without my supernaturally good looks. She laughed through the tears. I would have still loved you, even without them. Right back at you, Cat. She kissed me for the last time. I love you, Alexander. I love you too. Sorry, but it's gonna be the face. What? Let me just take off the safety. Wait, I didn't sign up for this. I heard my favorite sound one last time. I could hear the guards. My favorite, I heard, her laugh. I could hear the guards coming now. We've only got seconds left. On the bright side, I won't owe you 10 bucks. Our bet? She laughed. I think it's pretty clear who won the bet. I could see the guards now. My time's up. What makes you say? You did it. I'm alive? Everything hurts so bad. I almost wish I wasn't. Let me raise the music a little bit because now it's... The shock must have knocked me out cold. I coughed up blood as my vision flashed in and out rapidly. Too fast to tell if I'd been fatally shot. It was all I could do to try to stay conscious. It's as you said, Father, anyone who breaks our law must be punished. I could just barely make out her voice, but it brought comfort to me. You really do take after me. You've made your old man very, very proud. Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero's got some life left. You know, Alexander, you're in luck. See, the whole escaping thing, I'm afraid I'm going to have to fire you. No, Severance. I tried to make a witty comment back, but the only thing that came out of my mouth was coughed up blood. But you're in luck. A new opportunity just opened up, and I think... He kicked me in the stomach, then rolled me over with his foot. You'd be the perfect fit. He laughed as he crushed my palm under his foot. You might think I'm going soft on you, but not killing you outright. He looked down at me, and then back at her. But mark my words, you'll both wish you wish I had. Do whatever you want, I don't care about Alexander anymore. He laughed maniacally. I never did like Alexander much anyway. Excuse me, it's Damien. I never did like Alexander much anyway. Fuck you. My vision's fading. His words turned to vapor as I could feel myself crumble into nothing. By the way, my model looks perfect between those two guys. I'm not even joking. It truly feels like I am actually also a producer, like with my button-up shirt. Yeah, I am also part of the game, indeed. As much of a part of it as I can be, really. My vision's fading. His words turned to vapor as I could feel myself crumbling to nothing. The last thing I saw was her face. She was holding the river back with everything she had. Why are you going to fool with a poker face like that? Kat, I love you. I always have. I always will. I'm sorry for what I forced you to do. Even more so, I'm sorry that you will be alone now. But I hope one day you will understand. Flashback to reality. Flashback to reality. I've almost reached Kat. I push myself to run faster. Faster than I've ever run in my life. Kat doesn't see him, but she sees the alarm going off in my eyes. Damien points his gun at his daughter. He is preparing to take the shot. Kat starts to turn around, but there's no time. Damien's figure pulls back on the trigger. What am I doing? I see the world turn to slow motion. Why am I throwing away my life for Kat? These memories, they are mine, yet not at the same time. Who can say if I'm the same person as before, who loved her so much? Who can say if these memories form a completely different from me, different me, compared to what I am now? There's no time for answers. Even if I've forgotten you over and over, somehow I remember you, and I know that I would do anything for you. I run past Kat and throw myself in front of her, because I love her. A gunshot rings out. It's like my body is struck by lightning and set aflame. He fires again and again. Undescribable pain ripples across my body as shot after shot rips through me. It's not like the movies where someone can stand after being shot over and over. The firing stops and my vision starts to fade. I can barely hear him reloading over the sound of my body screaming in agony. My knees buckle. I start to fall. As I fall, I can see Kat with her gun trained on Damien. There is no fear in her eyes. Her hands are shaking, but she's biting her lips so hard that I can see it bleeding. The last thing I see before the dark takes me is her finger pressing down on the trigger. Wake up, Alexander. Please, don't die. What's happening? Am I alive? I'd never heard her sound so desperate. Please, just wake up. I can't lose you again. Not again. It took everything I had just to open my eyes and breathe. Kat was cradling me in her arms with tears streaming down her face. Thank God. Don't pass out again. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, Kat. I coughed up blood. Save your strength. Did you get him? We did. That's great. The switch? We should be able to get it now, but you're in no shape to walk. And to be honest, I'm not in the best shape either. I looked up at her and I felt my heart drop. You've been shot. She laughed. Yeah, now that I know what it feels like. I'm even more sorry for shooting you back then on the beach. There's nothing. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I know. I do that too, my friend. I do open a stream and then I don't actually watch the stream, I just do chores in the house as I have like the stream open. But glad you're back. You got us in a good timing in the climax. There was nothing else you could have done, Kat. That didn't stop me from regretting it every second of these past 2 years. That day I made a promise to myself. It didn't matter how many people I'd have to hurt, or how much I would have to hurt. I would get you out of this island alive, and well, even if it was the last thing I did. Even if I had to see you fall in love with somebody else 100 times. Yes, that hurt. I actually feel the pain for that. Yep, I did got shot. She got shot as well. But at least Damien died. The jackass died, so we are free. We are free, not for long, but you know, in Greece we do have a saying. It's better to live 1 hour free than 40 years enslaved. Even if I knew it, it meant I would never be with you again. I made a promise back then, and I will keep it even if it kills me. Slowly, Kat tried to lift me off from the ground and onto her back. She screamed and coughed up blood as she tried to lift me up. Stop! You're going to get yourself killed. Then that's exactly what I'm going to do. She lifted me onto her back and took one step back towards the switch. I told myself back then, she stepped forward again, her legs were trembling, that if you weren't leaving this island alive, neither would I. Another step closer. Because I love you, you know? One more step. I know you don't remember most of our time together. Her breath was getting ragged. She'd taken several steps, then had to pause for breath. Honestly, I'm glad you ever remember bits and pieces. I'm grateful for whatever I can get. They are waiting on the boat. Yeah, you see, there was a barrier around the island, like a metal barrier, like walls, actual walls. And we need 2 producers, which turns out one of the producers was also me, not just Damien and Kat. You need 2 of the producers to press a switch in order to have the barrier, you know, basically be unlocked. So they are waiting back at the, you know, they're waiting back at the boat, and me and Kat basically are dying right now. I have been shot like 4 or 5 times. She has been shot once, and we're barely hanging on right now. The switch is inside, and maybe the you I fell in love with doesn't even exist anymore. We're so close to it, yet so far. But I'd like to believe it's still you, Alexander. That you're still the same Alexander that I fell in love with. We were just steps away from the switch. That I'm still the one you love. She laughed bitterly. It's just wishful thinking, I know. We're here. We made it. You just... She coughed up blood again. Needed to put your hand on the scanner. Can you do that? Got it. I used to the last of my strength to reach my hand forward. With every inch I drew closer to it, my vision grew darker. I pushed harder and harder with everything I had. Got it. My turn. Done. All that's left is to pull the switch. Sorry, Alexander, I'm going to have you put you down for a second. No problem. Kat gently rested me on the ground. Fuck, I can barely stand now. She tumbled towards the switch. She managed to catch it with her hands and used it to keep herself upright. What? Alexander got shot 4 or 5 times. He activated blood armor. Yes, he did activate blood armor. Well, you see, when someone can't basically stand anymore, he's losing too much blood. That's the thing. There is no pressure anymore in the legs in order to be able to stand up. Here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. She pulled it with the last of her strength. A second later, she fell to the ground by my side. The cacophony of machinery filled the stadium. That must be the barrier opening. We did it, Alexander. I'm sorry, Alexander. What for? I don't think we're getting out of here after all. I can't even move. It's okay. We had a good run, you know? I guess you could say that. At least the girls will be able to get out of here. They deserve better than to die here. Yeah. I I love you, Alexander. Always have and always will. For these last 2 years, I dreamed of us starting a new life together, somewhere far from here. But I guess life's not like the movies. Dreams don't come true. I wish we could have met in a different place, a different time. Yeah, that is everyone's wish. Maybe just maybe then, Alexander, we... Kat? Kat? Her eyes were closed. Streams of tears ran down from both her eyes. My vision blurred even more as tears welled up in my eyes. If we could have met in a different place, a different time, I'm sure our story would have been so different. I wish we could have. Kat. I tried to move closer to her, but my body refused. It was all I could do to move my head around. I looked around in futility for some kind of miracle that could save us both. This is too sad an ending. I looked at Kat. I looked to the heavens, which had all but abandoned us. I looked behind us, and I saw what could only be described as angels. I tried to speak, but no words would come out. I must be dreaming. I must be. The world turned to black. Am I dead? If I keep asking myself that, it's bound to be right around the corner sooner or later. But somehow, I think there is more to come in my story. And I know there's one person that I want to spend the rest of it with. I love you. Haha. Yeah, the moment of truth right here. I don't want Kat to die. Where am I saving now? Okay, I think I'm gonna save here. Yeah, you see, all the other girls are nice and all, but Kat was the one who suffered the most. I mean, watching us get to fall in love 100 times over. Imagine your crush literally falling in love with anyone but you, and you see, it's even worse if that crush of yours was actually in love with you in the beginning. It's horrible. And yeah, I'm gonna choose Kat. Yeah, like my mind is set because now with the reveal and all, turns out Kat was actually nothing more than a tragic hero. She was tragic hero. Damn, she had to suffer all that because of us. Not because of us, but because we failed, basically. It's sad. Real sad. But maybe if I choose Kat now... Kat and Alexander is the best duo. Yeah. Well, what can you tell? Like, I mean, they were like in this from the very beginning, before all the other girls. So this is like the perfect ending. I love you, Kat. Yes! I knew we would survive. Fuck yeah! A good ending. I woke up in an unfamiliar room. Is the room shaking? I tried to get up. Fuck. I looked down to my body. I've been bandaged up enough to look like a mummy. Yep, after 4 or 5 fucking shots, what do you expect? But I'm alive. Alexander, you're up. Hey, Yue. Where are we? We're on the boat. We're miles away from the island by now. That's a relief. Everyone's okay. Okay, wait a minute. You're telling me that, okay, we were down at the lab, underground, and you took us from the lab. You went all the way to the forest, to the boat. We left with the boat, and then somehow, some way, you managed to bandage us up. This is impossible because you see, people die from bleeding out if they are not treated immediately. Like the biggest problem on people dying because of an injury is not because the pain or anything else. It's because the doctors cannot treat it. It's because it takes time until the ambulance arrives and then take you to the hospital. That's the thing. Let's just assume that probably Scarlett had like some medical training, or Ali for that matter. I'll let you be the judge of that. Yui ran off, then came back a few moments later. Hey, is everyone here? You had us worried, Alexander. I'm so glad to see you all right. You didn't make it easy to save you either. It was Scarlet. Oh, and if you find yourself craving brains or bananas, that's entirely unrelated to how I treated you. She did trade it. Yes, I knew it was Scarlet. I'm just thankful it worked. It's so good to see you safe and sound, Alexander. Yeah, it was 4 or 5 times he still lives, my friend. You don't really know how much, like, if you're a lucky person, you are capable, like, there have been cases of people actually surviving headshot wounds. Actual headshots, like, you can't survive, there is a possibility to survive a headshot. The human body may seem so fragile, but trust me, there have been many times where it feels like people truly have plot armor. I have seen one documentary at some point of a guy who lost, like, his arm, his leg, he got shot legitimately like 4 or 5 times, he lost his eye, and he still survived the war. I'm talking like documentary of World War II. I don't really remember much of it, but I know that I was like so surprised to know that, my god, if you have the will to survive, you can survive the most unexpected of injuries, the most gruesome ones, actually. If you died after all we have been through, I'd kill you. Yes, kill me before I die, exactly. But I'm really happy that you're here for me to say that, so... Yeah, I know, surprising. You did great, Alexander. The Resistance could use somebody like you. Besides, it doesn't look like you have a real job anymore. Thanks, guys. You really stuck out your neck to save Kat and I could never thank you enough. Wait a minute, we haven't seen Kat yet. It's what you would do for us, Alexander. Indeed, we ran after you two just moments after you'd left. There was no point in us escaping if it wasn't with you, Alexander. Yeah, I know Kat said no to, but hey. I didn't remember that at the time, so it's all good. We managed to save the Brothers 5 too. Oh yes, okay, Brothers 5 unite. They can become accountants now. Fuck yeah. All's well that ends better. I couldn't just let them be stranded after, well, all that we have been through together. I'm glad to hear that. There's no way we could have escaped without them. Wait a minute, I just realized something. Five waifus, 5 brothers 5. Get it? And I have Kat, so we don't care about Kat. Me and Kat are excluded. So basically, brothers 5 are the grooms for the 5 ladies here. Every plot hole is now filled. We have the perfect ending. I nervously looked around the room. Is Kat? Kat's doing well too. She's resting in the room next door. She didn't think we wanted to see her. I see. Thanks for letting me know, Yui. Wait a minute. She didn't think you wanted to see her. Okay. Yeah, I know. I should be thanking you. None of us would have made it off the island if it wasn't for you and Kat. It's true. Despite whatever you may hear Terra say. Yes, exactly. 5 brothers, 5 waifus, and you have like everything covered. We're done. This is it. Perfect ending. I'm just saying, I have a pretty mean right hook. It's so good to see you all. I've got no idea what the world ahead has for each of us, but whatever it was in store, we'll face it together. You bet. I'm surprised you can say that with a straight face, but yes. I wouldn't have it any other way. I could really use you as a PR person for the Resistance, Alexander. You've got a thing for speeches. Yeah, I know. I'm a charmful son of a bitch. Wait a minute. If everyone's here and Kat's next door, who's driving the boat? Oh, we are on the boat right now. Everyone looked at Terra. And that's a series exit for Terabyte. Okay. She ran off like a cartoon character. We laughed together. It felt like it's been so long since we could just laugh. No cameras, no fear, just friends fooling around. Yeah. Do you have friends, by the way? It's good to have friends, or at the very least you have people who you look up to. Anyway, it's so good to see you're okay. That said, team, we need to give Alexander some time to rest. Once again, I'm not trying to quarantine you because we didn't use a zombie virus unique properties to save you. Thanks, Scarlett. And thank you everybody for coming to see me. Don't mention it. We're all in this together. And all that, right? See you later, Alexander. Alright. Enough with the cheese. Get out before Alexander turns. I mean, before Alexander needs rest, yes? Oh, fuck me. Here we are. Now I'm gonna turn into zombie as well. Cat will turn into zombie as well. Oh, shit. And with that, I was alone. Phew, I thought they'd never leave. Hey, Scarlett, what's up? Nothing. I just... She was hiding a syringe behind her back. Need to give you a shot for good luck? Right. I put my arm out forward. Well, the doctor knows best. I'm not a doctor. She injected the good luck into my arm. I'm not a doctor? Who's a doctor? Here, have a syringe shot. I just wanted to say thanks again. My life went off the rails back at the island, even before the show. That's putting it lightly. She laughed. I know if I stayed there, I never would have been truly happy for the rest of my life. I never would have been able to help people ever again. So thank you again, Alexander. You would have been so... You have been out. You have been out, so there's no way you'd know, but today's the day that would have been the last day of the show, the final ceremony where you ask one of the girls to be with you. Now, I'm not saying anyone's rushing for a proposal, but I think everyone wants to hear an answer from you. That kind of decision takes some time to think over, so I figured you'd need a little space. Thanks, Scarlett, you're right. It's my pleasure. She kissed me on the cheek. Well, I'll see you later. See you, Scarlett. And then I was alone in the room. You know I'm going to choose Cat no matter what. It's a tough choice, but it's one I know I have to make. They're all such incredible people. I've been lucky to be with any of them. Anyone would. I sat in silence for a time, both resting and contemplating what to do. Is it a life of excitement with Eileen? A life of discovery with Scarlett? A life enjoying the simple things with Yue? A life challenging our limits with Violet? A life of freedom with Terra? And then I just knew. I got up from the bed. Dies from the syringe, yes, oops, wrong vaccine, sorry. I walked to the door of my room and I looked for the room next to mine. There. I looked through the window and I just knew. I opened the door. Hey, Alexander. You look like hell. Yeah, I'm a sexy devil, what can you expect? You don't look much better. I'm surprised your face is intact. Yes, they didn't shoot me in the face. Woo! Another victory. It survived a lot now, hasn't it? Yeah. You know, the girls are hoping you'll ask one of them out today. They will get the wrong idea if they see you here. I came here for you, Kat. And only you. You've been there for me, from even before I can remember meeting you. There's no way I could have ever gotten off this island, or anyone else would have, if it wasn't for you. And I know that there's so much we have to figure out, and so much we don't know in this world. But I know I want to face that world with you. There's the blush right here. I love that face. Kat? Yes! Yes! Okay, now we can have smiles. Yes! Man, to believe I didn't got any other bad ending and instantly I found a good ending. I love when I do that. By accident most of the time. Because I really wanted to attack her at one point. And I regret that. I do regret it. You see? To be angry, it's to make things worse. That's how it is. Tears were streaming down her face. I didn't want to. I didn't want to hope for it. I walked next to her and got down on one knee. I tried so hard to convince myself that it would never happen because it was too painful to even hope. I don't have a ring or anything, but I'm sure I can get one later. You don't need a ring. Will you marry me? Yes! Yes, yes! She said yes! Man, this game was a roller coaster of emotions. Like plot twists left and right, and we found redemption right here. We actually, all our efforts went to, to something, our efforts were paid off. Except now, where I will die from the syringe. I love you, Kat. I love you too, Alexander. More than you could ever know. Wherever life takes you is where I'll go. We held each other close and kissed for the first time in years. It's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Exactly. Like expect the unexpected. Like that's the quote right here that we need. Memories flooded back with each passing moment. The day we met, our first kiss, fights in the rain, making up, the joy of just being with the person you love. Well, you see, that is the thing, and that's I really want to say something about this right now. You can't really say that you are in love with someone by just the looks. You need to know someone properly in order to actually fall in love with them. Like, you don't really know someone if you don't see them cry. You don't really know someone if you haven't seen them angry, have them lose their shit, have them being desperate. You don't really know someone until you have seen every side of them. And the fact that we have been through with Kat a lot of things, that makes her the perfect choice. Because it's not just, about remembering who you are. It's about having like someone who was there from the very beginning. You have spent more than 2 months. I actually know people who have gotten married within 6 months. And if I go to the internet, probably there is even worse cases. You do not take such serious, you don't really take such serious life-changing choices with just, not really building up to it, basically. That is the thing. The joy of being someone with special love. The day I proposed to her the first time, and now today, and I'm sure there's many more to come. Here's to making new memories together, Kat. I love you. Yes! Wow. Excellent game, and it was fucking free. This game is fucking free. Man. Wow. That was such a good ending. That was so good. That was so good. That was actually amazing. Yeah, it was as I said, a roller coaster. You didn't really expect what the hell will happen at any corner. But now, before I end this video, I really want to see the bad endings. Or perhaps I should just... Nah, I want to see the bad endings. Okay, so the one ending, and the one I was really frustrated at that moment, is the ending where I could have attacked her. So let's see what will happen. As soon as I took one step forward towards her, I could feel a hand pulling me back. It's Ali. One look from her says, everything you can't do this. And she's right, I can't afford to put everyone in danger. To hold myself back from giving away that this plane meant to me. Took all the strength I had. I'm glad you're safe. Ah, okay. So basically, Ali stops me. There is no bad ending in this. Okay. And in the other choice, what if I had to shoot her? I actually don't want to shoot her after such a good ending. I have to go through with it. Okay, I kill Kat. I'm sorry, Kat. Don't be. I deserve this. I raised the gun and pointed at her. Took a deep breath. Goodbye, Alexander. I love you. She really did love me. Goodbye, Kat. Goodbye, Alan. I earned my freedom, but at what cost? Every step I take back to the boat gets heavier and heavier. It feels like I'm sinking into the ground. For some reason, I'm crying. My heart hurts so much. It feels like a part of me has died. Yeah, cast plan, yeah. I fall to the ground. I try to get back up, but I just sink deeper and deeper into the ground. I'm sorry, Kat. So sorry. So this part of us who knew Kat, can't really cope with the fact that we killed her. So yeah, the true ending is with Kat. That was it from the Joseph. Yeah, he crashed the plane. Yes, he probably did. He didn't want to have he wanted to have a proper build-up. That's why he did it. He was more like a wingman than anything. Okay, I don't really feel like seeing the endings with the other girls. I just don't. I actually really like how it ended. But you know what? Try doing the behind the frame game. Behind the frame? Give me a second. When you say behind the frame, that's actually a video game? Behind the frame, the finest scenery. What's this game about? Guide brushstrokes and solve a variety of puzzles to help an inspiring artist complete her masterpiece amid her brusque neighbor's gaze and his pesky cat. As her painting starts to take shape and cover an emotional tale of change and artistry revealed behind unrelated yet familiar moments. Ah, this seems like a nice game indeed. But for now, you know, I will just put it on a list. I will write it down. And when I get the chance, when I get my hands on it, I will play it, okay? I want to play something with more action next time. When I say action, I mean, I don't know, something that it's not so much about love, but it's more about destruction. Just because I don't wanna have my heart so heavy every time. But okay, I did note it down. And I'll eventually get to it, okay? Thank you, Javier. But for now, let's see. Okay, if I was to choose someone else, who would it have been? I love you. I wanna go with Scarlet because Scarlet was my first choice, okay? So, Scarlet. This feels so anticlimactic. Okay. Welcome back to the world of the living. How much? So you wake up. Oh, good, you're back, Scarlet. If that's a zombie virus I created in the Douglas life-saving generation booster, you have been dead by now. I'm sorry, what? I should have not said that. Definitely should not have said that. Let me tell the others the good news. Oh my gosh, glad you're right, Alexander. What did I tell you guys? There was nothing to worry about. Your treatment proposal was unorthodox, to say the least. Nonetheless, I'm happy to hear that it went well. If you died after all we've been through, I'll kill you. but yeah, I've seen this before. Can you go faster? Come on. The resistance, tell you how happy I am. Thank you guys. Escaping, cats didn't remember that. It's all good. They saved Brothers 5 up as well. You know what? I feel like it's a little bit anticlimactic. Anticlimactic to have to choose the other girls after I chose Scarlet. I chose Kat, so I will just go back to Kat's ending, and I'm going to end this stream there. I put my arm out forward. Well, the doctor knows best. Yeah, good luck. I know if I stayed there, I would have been truly happy for the rest of my life. Today's the day will have been the girls. She starts to turn towards. I'll see you. I reached for her and held her hand tight. Okay, here's the plot twist. Sometimes you just know what you have to say, and there is no force on earth that can stop those words from coming out. Scarlet, I love you. Oh, come again? I love you, Scarlet. Whenever I lost hope on the island, you were always there for me. Yeah, this feels anticlimactic. Really got to stay in this team this long. I had fun today. Thank you. It's been fun that you were here to, comment a little bit. As I've said before, it's nice when you have like people to say and brag a little bit about everything. So thank you for being here, Hamburger. It's been pretty late. I have been streaming for over 3 hours, and I'm not gonna watch all the endings. I'm just gonna watch this one, and I'm gonna go back to Kat's ending, and I'm gonna finish it there. You are the one I want to start over with, Scarlet. I can't believe it. I love you too, Alexander, so much. There is no one I'd rather start over with you than you. Yeah. There were times that I'd given up too. When I remember the past, I can honestly say that if you weren't there, I wouldn't be here right now. Thank you, Alexander. I love you so much. Let's see where life takes us. I'll be right by your side. Reach out my hand, grasp her tightly. Follow me. We walk towards the day, and we were hit by a breathtaking evening sky. You get a nice artwork for each girl you choose. Now that's nice. See that? Everything under the infinite sky is full of possibilities for us. Now this is like the this is the mommy picture right here. Come on, give me a hug. Kinda. Things to learn, places to see, moments to share. There's nothing we can do, nowhere we can go. We'll finally get to rewrite our own story together. Finally, it will be us, but only us. I wouldn't have it any other way, Scarlet. She pulled me close and kissed me like it was her last day on Earth. Guess that the only question remaining is, where should we start? Wherever our path takes with you, I know it's the right one. With you, we'll live the way we want, and no one can get in the way of that. Wherever we go, we'll go together. I love you, Scarlet. Whenever our story is, we'll write it together. Yeah, it's a nice ending, and I'm pretty sure most of the girls' endings are true. I mean, good. But over the, after all this tobacco, as I've said before, it is truly the plot twist that matters for me mostly. And I like the idea that, you chose the best girl that wasn't part of the initial, choices, and on the normal choices. And I believe Kat is the best for that. And as I've said before with Hamburger, the Brothers 5 also need waifus, as you can tell. So that is probably the ending for me. It's not like we rejected the other girls. It's that behind the scenes, the Brothers 5 also had they had also their own fun, basically. And ultimately, everybody end up with someone they love, and they live a happily ever after, and that's how it goes. Let me go back to the point where I like the game, where I like the... Opa! Oh shit! Son of a bitch! I was supposed to stop there! God damn it. Now I'm pissed. Go back again. Shit. I just want to end on a nice picture, can I? Please. I didn't stop at the right time. God damn it. Now I have to wait a little bit until the credits roll for the third time, and then go to the good picture, and then this game was true to its word though. Find love or die trying. Like, I deleted it. Oh, oh fucking. I. No word. No. No word. I trust. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. I can't. Excuse me. Let's agree that Scarlet can be host mom for me. Yes. For everyone, really. I mean, you always get like, here we are. I can't, you know, erase it by an accident. Sorry. Okay. You see, it's always like you get to the point where you're starting like to question, not to question, like when it comes to anime tropes, you realize that truly there isn't that much of a big variety of women. But then you look at real life and you're like, turns out truly there is not a big variety of women. I want to finish it on the point where it says I love you, and that's like the perfect ending. The perfect ending. This is where we end the stream. Will you marry me? Yes. I love you, Kat. I love you too, Alexander. This is it. This is the perfect ending right here. The perfect ending. And we got it without dying once. And without getting any other bad ending. Somehow, some way. This game claims that, you know, you need to die trying to find love. Well, we found it. And we almost did die. But we found love. And that's what matters. Hamburger, thank you so much for being here, man. It means a lot, as I said before. Now, for the next week, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I want to find another game to play. But as I said, I want to be a little bit more action-based. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Also, I have been trying to think maybe I need to do some pre-scripted videos in order to get more people, you know, in order to spread the word more. But I'm not sure what to make. I do lack the inspiration for the time being. So I just stick to the, you know, I stick to the streams for the time being. But that's besides the point. I'll figure out myself, don't worry. Thank you again for being here, everyone who from the future, in the present, and you know, keep trying to find love or die trying. That's like the bestest advice I can give you. If you wanna find happiness in life, first you have to face the suffering. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Thank you all so much. Bye bye.